party animal could be here, you know, on the train. I mean,
I'll say it's up to you.
well, you can't have a party without the party animal.
I think it's funny. It'd be funny if he just like shows up whenever the party actually starts. Like when people start having a good time, he's just here now. Like, hey, I heard people were having fun.
He just manifests.
He just manifests out of the void.
Yeah.
I mean, my guy can manifest out of the void.
You just open up like the luggage cabin, like above a thing, and he like falls out.
He's in there like smashed.
Wine in there.
Remind me again, the party animal is a satyr, right?
Yeah, he's a satyr that wears a tie-dye hoodie, and he
Fiction.
always carries
I love
a
it.
bottle of wine wrapped in a paper bag that's torn at the top so he can get to the bottles. Like,
Oh god, how long have we been live?
Oh,
I
no.
usually catch it.
No, we just turned over recently. No, nothing was said that was bad this time around.
And it wasn't me this time.
And it wasn't Taylor this time, because Taylor's tired.
I'm very tired.
But
and I
that's-
just-
That's okay. We got a lot of energy coming in because we have a guest. I don't know if you guys
I was
noticed.
looking at the Roll20, like watching the Roll20, and then when you said we turned over, I was like, but nothing's different. So dumb. Because they have a similar image.
They do have a similar image.
That's how we trick you.
it's how we it's the tricks that we do here in our game. There's many. That was just one of them. So
Yeah, but I usually catch you when you do the
You
switch
even
over.
warned me that it was gonna happen, and you still got me.
I did. I don't know what was happening, Andromeda. You weren't paying attention.
I'm trying to be ready for the train show. I'm trying to get all my things in order over here, so
Are you ready?
more or less, yeah.
Everybody ready?
I will never be ready, but
Truly. Anyway, hello everybody. It is just about that time. I can't toss it over to somebody else because that's usually what I do, but it's 'cause I am the person running this show. Yes, because it's Friday, and it's the Immortal Odyssey time, which is our Science 2nd Edition game, where we play children of the gods who are making their path towards godhood. That's really easy to say. I've gotten good at it. I haven't tumbled over those words before, ever. We are playing this game today, and we're having a little special guest here. We had a new player come in last week.
Yesterday.
Yeah, that's me, guys. My name's Taylor. I'm not here often, but
they'll be
it's
playing
great
our
for you guys
villain
to
for
have
this
me.
Arc, so hopefully we
Thanks,
defeat
guys.
them, and then we never.
You're cool, Taylor. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
You know, it's great. It's great to have
Always a pleasure.
a new face here.
It's just so great.
It's always good to have a new face here. We played last week where we had a new person come in, and I don't know if you noticed, but we have another face here, another new person. We have our Marine of One, Shane. Thank you for joining us for this final arc of this game, for this legend. You know, this is the season arc closer, whatever the fuck. You guys know what I mean, right? I would love to start normally with I normally start with a recap, but what I feel is because Shane doesn't know everybody's characters 100% all the way, I thought it would be wonderful if you know, when we do our recap that, you know, everybody does a part, right? But when you start your part, you say who you are, who you're playing, and a little bit about your character, so that way everybody kind of knows, either at home watching or for Shane here, who is just a baby, to know what's going on. So I'd like to start with our recap. It was I think it was mostly straightforward. A lot of emotions happened, but can somebody talk to me about who wants to start? Like who wants to go? Don't go all
I guess
at
I
once.
have to.
Don't go.
I guess I have to because.
Okay,
we
wait, no,
started
I've got
with
this.
me.
Okay, so like
First of all, Taylor, who are you playing?
myself.
Why did I know that's what you were gonna say?
I'm playing
A really cute
Wiley,
boy.
and all you need to know about Wiley is this: be rootin',
A
be
really cute
tootin',
boy.
and by God, be kind. Not really.
We'll see- we'll
I thought you were gonna say be gay,
So,
but okay, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys liked at any point like WWE or like any like fake wrestling like that, where it's really more about like the story.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a thing you call that's called a heel. So the heel is the bad guy, and sometimes the bad guy will have a heel turn, and that means that he's changed sides.
And he's
So
becoming a
that's
base.
what happened
Yeah. That's it.
with
That's...
Wiley.
And that only
Wiley's
happened because
cowboy.
we decided to have an intervention and
We
force
did.
everyone's emotions to come out against their will.
Okay, well we can go back to Andromeda. I'm sorry, I needed to get that out because I was like, heel turn,
No,
heel
you're
turn,
fine.
heel turn.
I thought I would bite the bullet and go because we kind of started
got
with
this.
me. So yeah.
Well, now we're going backwards.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, it do be like that sometimes. So
Who are
it
you?
has been year.
Who are you
It has
playing?
been year. I am playing Leaf Erickson. JK, just Leaf. I am Scion of Hell. I think I have been Scion of Hell for like maybe just over a year. I used to have left arm. I do not have left arm now, but then I got left arm again. It is spooky ghost hand. So I cried about that for about a year. And then my compass, which shows Heart's Desire, said, go this way. And I said, okay. And I followed it all the way to Hawaii, where I found a sugar daddy named Jay. And I went up to his mansion and I said, Jay, it is me again. Hello. And Jay said, how you been doing? And I said,
Not great.
doing? Been doing. And Jay said, we'll get to that. But first, train arc.
Yep.
That's my recap.
And I think the only part in between Var and I can kind of share is that Johnny had texted Jay.
Well, Julian.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot. Hi, I'm Julian.
See,
and-
that's why. That's the proof that we never actually introduce our characters in the
We normally-
beginning.
Well, we normally introduce our characters and then we get into the recap.
No, we don't.
For every
We
other-
never introduced.
We
our
never
characters.
introduce our characters in this game.
for the other shows. I played.
Everyone just look at the slideshow. God.
Let's look at the slideshow. Hi, I play Jay, who is a scion of Agwong, the Dragon King. He's a very sweet boy that tries to help his friends. In the recap, Johnny had sent Jay a text saying, "Hey guys, can you come to the ranch? Pick me up, Mom. I'm scared."
That is legitimately what happened.
Yeah,
100%. That's what
Jay,
happened.
Wiley's threatening me.
I'm scared. So, Jay takes Leaf and says, "We're gonna put a pin on your emotional issues. Let's go to the ranch." So we go to the ranch, and we talk out there for an inordinate amount of time. Where I'll let you
Which
fill-
Wiley walks out like, how long y'all gonna stand out
I
here?
got pie.
There's pie in here.
But
He's like, y'all want to come in and get the pie? We were like, no.
before the pie, however, what were some of the things, Var, that Johnny really wanted to kind of stress about?
Also, who's Johnny?
Who's Johnny? Johnny.
I'm gonna strangle each one of you. Hi, I'm Var. I played Johnny, who, before that shitty video came out and series.
Do you want to know why
Was
I say
named
Johnny,
Johnny?
Johnny? I say it because of a song. There's a
Oh,
song.
I know. I'm
I
well
know,
aware
and
of why
I'm
you say
saying
it.
before that shit that my character was named.
no, like a song back in the early 2000s.
I don't believe you ever.
I'll find it for you. And I'll send
I'm
it to
not
you.
gonna believe you. Basically,
Even with proof.
Johnny is his own agent of chaos, and that is proven to be bad considering what Wiley was tasked to do. As in, stop the chaos on the train. Who's the chaos? So Johnny basically was a little stalking Wiley, as you do when somebody's gonna kill you. You just want to know what they're up to, right?
I just kind of want to know what they're doing.
Not anything else, of course not. But
Just like, are they okay?
he saw another one of what he assumed to be a part of Wiley's pantheon. Texted Jay, "Mom, I'm scared. Can you come pick me up? I don't want to go into the house alone."
I might die.
And then what Jay did was do a funny little magic thing that
we
made-
now know does not affect everybody.
Oh well, who cares? It was fun. That basically made him blur out what happened at the end of last session, where Wiley said and kind of implied that he was gonna kill Johnny because he was tasked to, not because he wants to. And
there was some seriously heavy shit that was said in that moment where Wiley finally said, "Hey, you know, I'm doing what he's telling me to do because no one gave a shit about me before, and even if he's giving me this kind of attention, I consider it more positive than any other attention that I've ever gotten before in my life."
And then Johnny screamed internally.
And everybody said, "That's not cool. What Indra's doing to you is not cool." And the solution was to maybe fake our own deaths on the train so that way we can actually secretly switch gods.
How is that the next
Not
logical step?
prepared. I was not prepared for that logical step.
Because Indra bad.
because Indra bad and Johnny was supposed to die is what
Alcohol
was
poisoning is a
implied.
very valid way to fake your own death.
So the goal ultimately was to say, okay, if we're going to fake our own death, how? And there are many different ways to do it. The team decided that they wanted to have the most foolproof way of doing it, which was to speak directly with a death god. And this death god just so happens to also be a trickster. So he's willing to maybe play a few pranks on another god.
He also doesn't like Indra.
He also doesn't like
Nobody does.
Indra because sometimes his sister has really long meetings with him and he doesn't like the way that he looks at her.
Because incest.
Because he appreciates his sister and all of her beauty and her smartness.
And there's a lot of incest in many
In
pantheons.
any mythology.
In any mythology.
You don't see that in Percy Jackson. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I've never read the
I was
books.
about to say, are you pretty?
No, Rick Riordan makes it very clear, I think, in like the first book that like they can, like the demigods, they can date each other, but he's like they don't usually date within their house. Like a son of Poseidon can date like a son of Demeter or something, but like do not date another son of Poseidon because
No.
that's too close. You can stretch it. You can stretch the family tree to the other side. Don't be fucking around on the same branch. That's too much.
But it's still the Greek pantheon where it's all comes from like one of 4 branches.
Yes,
So it's
yes, but
it's like first and second cousins.
But
and
it's
like,
for
that's
children.
fine.
It's like technicalities.
Look. You can be as weird as you want in this game. We do not approve of it in real life.
I'm just commenting.
It's just mythology. It's fucking mythology. Anyway, he doesn't like Indra, so hey, he's willing to prank. Which gave us the opportunity to have the players meet up with Indra, who gave Jay his horns.
You mean meet up with
Sorry, not
I was about
Indra.
to say,
Susanoo met up with
Jay actually died last episode.
met up with Susanoo, gave Jay his new horns because his new relic, made an agreement with the group to say, I will have a conversation with your respective death gods and make sure that they fuck up with the books. So that way you guys can be pretend dead for a short amount of time in order to be able to fake your deaths and give Wiley enough time to be able to find a new god.
And to make Terry very mad.
Permission to make a really dumb joke.
Go for it.
Go for
Is
it.
this Journey from the East?
No, it's from the
no,
west.
So in Journey
Yeah.
to the West.
It's from the west.
There's a
That's
well,
next season.
Well, I thought Do I have it in reverse? I thought we were going from New York to.
We're going
No, we're
from
going to
LA
LA.
to LA to New
Oh,
York.
So it's literally Journey to the West. Oh no. Okay, because
Yeah, we're gonna find
messes
Sun
with
Wukong.
the Death God and
God.
messes with the books to remove himself from them so that he becomes immortal.
Well, aren't we going east? Because
We're
we're
going
going from
east.
LA to New
We're
York.
going east. It is.
We're
We're
going
going.
east.
We're going east. We're gonna find Sun Wukong on the fucking train.
No, that's next season. I'm not prepared to meet Sun Wukong yet.
I don't know about
I
you,
am.
but
It's
would
gonna
like
be
to
fucking
avoid
great.
being pissed on. I just want to avoid that at all costs.
But yes, this is technically a journey to the east.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Funny, isn't it? Ain't that fun? Sometimes I do research. Just saying, sometimes I do research and
Var just fucking loses it.
I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't hear that because foreshadowing.
sometimes I do research and sometimes the myths they track. You know, sometimes they do a little thing that's really cute and stuff like
Sometimes
that.
it's all coming together.
Sometimes it all comes together. So,
It's all coming together.
that was a good recap. And to get the point for you, Shane, I'd love for you to tell us who you're playing and a little bit about Du Bois Crazy.
My character is
His
Du
last
Bois
name is crazy.
Well, it's technically Crossy, but he calls it crazy because Crossy is wine in Greek. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but either way.
We're doing it
But
the
it's
way that
fun.
Du Bois pronounces it, which is Du Bois Crazy.
Yeah. And he is a scion of Dionysus, who has a drinking problem, but it's okay because his powers are kind of fueled by it. So that's his excuse. He is over here like, oh, we're gonna do a train thing, I guess, because somebody asked me to, and it sounds like a really good opportunity to throw the longest party ever, starting on one side of America and ending on the other.
Hope you guys are ready. I'm certainly not.
I don't think anybody is. I'm not ready. That's for damn sure.
So there you go. That's how's that for an introduction? How's that for a recap? Everybody, we're gonna have 5 momentum on the board right now. Just so you guys can have it. Remember, you guys cap out at double the number of players. So we are so 10 is our max that we can have during this session. All right. So remember, anytime you fail a dice roll, you will get a momentum point. All right, keep the economy going, but that's there. So we're going to actually start with Du Bois. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Right. Okay. Cool. So I was gonna go anyway, even if you said no. So
Oh yeah, I know.
just letting you know about that. So Du Bois, you are a scion of Dionysus. You are at Legend 2, which means that you've kind of been doing some things. You know, you may be known for like one super awesome thing that you did. It could have been a fight. It could have been a certain kind of event that basically people are like, man, that guy, he's going places. Specifically to heaven. But like,
Probably not.
can you I also want to let you know that we do a lot of improv here, especially in this game.
Yeah.
What is the thing that gave you that first legend point?
I threw a really, really insane party that was about 2 months long in Italy. And Dionysus was actually there. Like, he was invited, but he doesn't normally show up. And he actually did that time, and like, so did a bunch of other people that were like his friends, and so it became cool.
And everybody you became
Oh
known.
no, the Meanids. Oh no. Sorry. Everyone died at that party is what I'm imagining.
No one died at this party, as far as we know.
That's probably not
For
true.
me, Ned's version.
But you were known as the person that would do technically the best, the biggest, baddest fucking party. And that's what gained you your your second point of legend, which has empowered you to have more responsibility as a scion. It seems, and you hope that all that responsibility is more about party planning and making more parties.
Yeah, it's like this time I'll remember that I need to bring about 20 times the alcohol because that's just the standard now.
God, I can only imagine like the party bus nonsense that would happen that you've been kind of building up towards. But that event is what got you noticed by other scions, essentially. You know, it's kind of what puts you on the map. You know, it's like, this person's going places, right? Everybody has done it for their first legend point. And everybody is known for that. And now, you know, everybody's going to be known for whatever's going to happen next. And that's just kind of how this goes, right? So, because you have been put on the map because of your sick kegger, it is Ravi who comes to you and asks you for that assistance. We mentioned it earlier, but we're going to actually play through it a little bit here. So, where is your headquarters located? Where would you say that you know, what you work out of? Do you live in, you know, a city? Do you have like a home or a village that you kind of have taken over, you know, a frat house, what have you?
Probably like a really old purchased, like what was at one point an ice cream vehicle that has now been like repainted and used as like a storage unit for alcohol that they drive around in, because my character just kind of goes around and parties everywhere.
Okay. And is there so you try and go around the world, or do you stay in a specific continent?
I at one point spent a lot of time in Europe, but now I'm currently in the US, probably somewhere in like the Midwestern area.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
There's not a lot going on there, so the parties are centralized around the vehicle itself.
That's very smart. There's not much going on in Podunk, Kansas, so you know, you might as well get a whole bunch of people together and light a bonfire in the cornfields. That'll be really great for everybody. Perhaps it is at one of these parties that Ravi gets a hold of you. Maybe has even sent you a text message, and here he is. He's a relatively tall, handsome Indian man. He wears a suit because he is a man of business, and he is here to conduct a business with you. Do you know him? You know him as an entrepreneurial forger. He's a man of culture, yes. People know him as a forger. Not as like he creates forgeries, but that he actually creates relics.
Oh. Okay, I was confused. I was like, what?
He has the Forge Purview, which is it is the purview that is used to create items of power. And he also has prosperity. So he's using those two in combination with each other to basically manifest capitalism in a good way. You know, bring about the good vibes of capitalism. It doesn't exist, but that's what he's doing. And you're probably post keg stand.
Oh yeah.
Holding onto your chalice of power, that is filled with beer, not wine.
Oh.
Unless you are a wine drinker and everything that's in there is just boxed wine and bagged wine.
I have no control over what comes out of it. As far as I know, it's wine from Italy.
It's beer.
All right.
It's beer.
Are just shot after all these years.
It's beer. You're like, I don't know what the fuck this is. It's
alcohol.
It's liquid. And Ravi will kind of as you come post, you know, keg stand, your head's kind of getting a little bit woozy, and you're trying to like right yourself, find out which way is up, which way is down. You'll see whoop, you know, kind of slowly as you kind of look up, you'll see Ravi there, and again, he's kind of like maybe like a little Tony Starkish, I guess, as far as fame is concerned, is the best way I can describe it. So, like, you know who he is, and it is kind of known that he might be a Scion for sure. Why is he here? Probably because he is a Scion and he found you.
Okay. You in?
Yeah, we're in. We're in.
Hello, big man.
Hello yourself, big man.
What can I do for you?
Well, I was hoping to have a conversation with you with not so many people around. There's a lot of people around. I mean, it is a massive party in the fields.
Yeah.
Perhaps we have a private location where we can have a conversation. The ice cream truck?
All right.
And if you lead him, he will take you to this ice cream. He will go to the ice cream truck, open up the back. It's filled with refrigerated kegs, waiting.
Probably like 3 or 4 people on the floor that we're having to like shove out.
Yeah, no. I mean, if that's what you do, you can literally just shove them out with your foot, kind of nudge them gently away, and you'll see, like, you'll feel the thud, thud, thud as the 3 bodies kind of land onto the field. It's fine. It's soft grass. It's fine. They'll walk it off. And you go in, and Ravi will take both sides of the door and sort of just like close it and mute out the noise, the cacophony of music and dancing and people screaming chug, 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 you know, shit like that. And there isn't really any real place to sit, so he will take a lean on one of the walls against one of the kegs. Sort of tapping at the metal surface to waiting for you to kind of right yourself again to kind of face him and prepare yourself for a conversation. He says, so I have heard that you are good with parties.
You can say that, yeah. I like to think so. He takes a drink.
Perhaps the understatement of the century, yes?
You could say that too.
Well, I have a need for a party planner. Of your standing.
How much property damage are we talking about?
None.
When?
It will happen in a week's time.
Better question. Where?
Multiple places. It's a moving party.
Oh, that sounds interesting. What exactly do you have in mind?
And he will go into the details of this brief, if you will. He's not going to hand you any papers because he knows that you will definitely lose it. And so there's no point in printing on the nice paper and giving you a nice little portfolio paper. No. But he will describe to you the scenario of this high-speed rail that needs to go from LA to New York. And there are multiple trains on it with many influencers, many important people who will invest in this high-speed rail that will be developed across the country. But he needs this maiden voyage to go as smoothly as possible. And part of that smoothly as possible is making sure that everybody's having a good time. The other part is to keep the people safe. And he'll go in because I know that somebody is going to try and make sure that this is not the success that I need it to be.
The boys will like take off the like ring that he's wearing and be like, sounds like a plan. And he'll put out his hand. He's like, where am I supposed to go again?
When he reaches to shake your hand, he will palm a business card into your hand. Nice, sleek, matte cardstock black.
Is there holographics?
Is
For
there?
his name?
No, it's embossed.
Ooh.
Extra expensive. Is it a super thick card?
Yes, no. This is a substantial card. You could throw it and probably hit somebody and hurt him with it. You know,
It's a relic. You just don't know it yet.
it's a multiplying relic. Shane, if it's at all possible, if you can bring your microphone closer to you.
That better?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So, where was I? So he hands you this sleek card, and maybe it is a relic. You don't know. It definitely holds some significant power on it, you know. And maybe the power is the weight of capitalism. But it's in your hand, and he will say, call that number, and we'll get you to LA in time. Oh, and because this is, you're doing me a favor, I need to do you a favor in response. So, there are multiple cars on this train. I'll let you design one of them to your specifications.
You sure it's a good idea?
Positive.
All right. Who do I need to send the details to?
The phone number. And perhaps if you have any specific details or people that we need to arrange with, you can let us know.
How many people can I bring?
Well, you can bring your entourage, whatever number that may be.
And he'll put the ring back on, and he'll think about it for a minute. And he'll like, all right, that sounds pretty reasonable. I'll give you a call.
And he will pull back, open up the doors and say, "Oh, and I hope you like working with other people. You will not be alone in your job."
The more the merrier.
Indeed. And he will step out, and you'll hear the grunt of the people who were like at the door as he steps on top of them to step down. What, Andromeda? You're like, no?
I mean, that's so like badass of him, but at the same time, oh, those poor people.
And he will walk into the cornfields to never be seen again. You know, walk out into the party and stuff like that, and essentially disappear, leaving you to linger inside the refrigerated ice cream truck that's filled with kegs, to stare at this black, sleek, expansive business card, and the camera sort of pans right into it to kind of scene transition us back to the train station at LA. Or rather, sort of like, not yet quite there, sort of, because you have to look at your trains if you're going to be able to design them. And if you had any people that you needed to bring, because I know somebody has a whole family that's ready to just spend so much money. Julian?
Wait, what's up? Sorry.
Not me. I don't have family.
I do have lots of money. Yes. Lots of money to spend.
I was trying to make a term about your whole family wanting to, like, design this whole train.
Yes, no doubt. I'm sure that whatever design that Jay had in mind instantly gets taken from his very capable hands into the hands of both his father and his uncle and his many sisters.
Okay. So you guys all of you as a group are kind of at this train station that has been built specifically to sort of like, it's like a station that is kind of attached, that kind of gets you into like the that'll lead to the metro, but essentially it's going to just take you out of the city. It has been built and designed specifically by Ravi and his people for this specific train line. You can actually, when you go in, you can actually see the actual train itself, the high-speed rail. It has about 12 cars, long cars, that are kind of like almost blank slates. Now, Ravi's people are filling up 7 out of the 5 themselves. Or 7 out of the 12 themselves. There's 5 left for you guys. But there is design, and there's like, you have to either talk to Ravi's people to get certain design aspects in, or your own people to bring certain aesthetics or things into this train. Now, I already told you guys about this last week, about this train. So in the scene in which we're going to kind of be introducing each other, you will also have to tell us what your train is going to look like. Okay? So, we're at the station, we are observing, there's people walking around, and Ravi will sort of clap his hands and bring you guys over sort of like a planning table, you know, like sort of like a draftsman table, if you will, to kind of get you guys here. He's still dressed very sleek, but he's like dressed, it's like his version of dressed down, which definitely still looks dressed up. You know what I mean? Like the pants, even though they are jeans, they definitely do not look like jeans that you can just like, you know, go to the supermarket in. You know, they are almost as sleek as regular dress pants. And his button-down shirt is still ironed, you know, even if it is just, you know, a little bit untucked. It's still, you know, it's still, that's kind of what I'm trying to explain. He still looks really, really sleek, expensive. It's just, even in his dressed down form. Even the baseball cap that seems out of place is just kind of, the sticker's still on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's,
The sticker's still on it, so he can still upsell it if he gets bored with it.
yeah.
He's got the nice, like, expensive Nikes or whatever that have, like, never seen the light of day. He's wearing them right now, and if they get dirt on them, he will be scrubbing it with a toothbrush later.
Yeah,
Just
like,
make someone else do it.
he's not gonna do it. Somebody else will. But, like, yes, you are correct. Like, he's immaculate, even in his dressed down nature. And in front of you guys is this table with each train, their dimensions, each train car and their dimensions, and sort of like how he's gonna be kind of explaining to you guys those little details that I don't really care to role play out. Oh, and I forget. You will all be working together to ensure that this train is protected. And, you know, the 4 of you see this guy. I don't know what Du Bois looks like, actually, so...
There's public nuisance.
Yeah. Basically, like, your stereotypical frat boy, kind of. He's wearing like a
had
sports
bad
team hoodie
experience.
and jeans. Yeah.
We've had bad experiences with frat boys.
You're gonna be the palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Ugh. Their hair is kind of messy, but like you can tell at one point it was combed, you know, where like it's like it looks vaguely
At
like
one
what
point
would
they
be a
tried.
style, but like now it's gone. He's just wearing like a hoodie and jeans. He currently has like an earring on his left ear, which looks like a vine of grapes, but there's like a coil that looks almost vaguely like an olive branch that goes up like to right here. It's made of metal. And that's about all that differentiates him from like just a regular dude who went to a fraternity.
So kind of schlubby, but there's something about him that seems a little special.
Like your dad has money.
I mean, technically, yes, Dionysus would have money.
You have money.
Daddy has money, yes.
And he's carrying a very large, like, I want to say like a goblet or a chalice would be the best description. You have to hold it with 2 hands, and it is filled most of the way up with wine.
A day drinker.
Jay kind of like sees this and then kind of like leans over to Ravi and goes, is he supposed to have that much? That's bigger than a fishbowl.
That is his thing. Everyone, meet Dubois Quasi.
Please. It's the boys.
Harley kind of looks at everyone like, and you guys think I'm bad?
So you want to be called Du Bois? He looks at Ravi, looks at Wiley, looks back at Du Bois. Well, nice to meet you. Don't know how to... Can you hold that with one hand? Or do you need me to help you?
Just set it down and then like grab your hand and be like, I'm the party planner, I think.
Oh, so are we supposed to be are you getting a car?
Yes, he is.
Oh, then one of my cars is gonna be the bar, so maybe we can plan something together. If my family lets me.
We can always work together on a bar, Jay. A nice little Western saloon. Or we could do tropical. Have both
Wait,
of our
so,
names
so
on
that
it.
means that you're also another Scion?
Correct, yeah.
Well, it's nice to work with you. The boys.
Even Johnny thinks it's weird.
And who would your all names be?
You can call me Jay.
I'm Wiley.
Johnny.
Robbie's cousin, I guess. And he'll kind of snort.
Yeah, they don't look related, so.
And you?
Leaf. And she'll wave with the misty arm.
He just reaches out and like just touches you.
Just gets.
And then it screams.
It goes,
It makes weird noises sometimes.
It makes your mic cut out and pitch you down.
It's a weird arm. Could you guys describe the things about you that might seem a little bit not normal? Obviously, Leaf has a ghost arm. But
That's it. I'm normal besides that. I just have ghost arm.
Wiley has a moon on his forehead, a lightning scar spanning from about here on his head down the rest of his body, and he has coyote eyes, bright ass yellow.
Cool.
Johnny looks like he stepped out of a Spirit Halloween store with an eye patch and
It's like a shitty Jack Sparrow cosplay.
and a big tattered overcoat.
And
And
love
he
him.
has thick like Stone Lake plates around his neck.
I will say Wiley and Johnny are probably standing close together.
They're holding hands.
not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Jesse are like, not yet.
That's at the end.
That's late. That's for the rest of the 13 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only things about Jay that would stand out is that his hair is very dark, and it has you probably think they're like it's like glitter or something at first, but like each particle in his hair kind of like glimmers.
Twinkle.
It twinkles literally like stars. They are stars. He wears like kind of like this black shawl that's like Vanta black, where it's like you feel like if you stuck your arm in there,
You'll pull out a cat.
you're gonna either lose your arm or you're gonna pull out a shadow cat.
You don't know why your brain thinks there's a shadow cat
There's
in
a
there.
shadow cat in there
but
somewhere.
You just see eyes, and you're like,
He has a little bit of blue iridescent scaling on his collarbone, 2 tiny ones above his brows, and so with the Jesse, I don't know with the horns. Once they're on, right? I can't take them off.
They're on there.
Okay, so
it's like that woman that
we
used
battle
Gorilla
tested
Glue in
it.
her hair.
Yeah, so
Bless her.
yeah, there's no
bless
moving.
her.
And you see these 2 blue, similar scaled horns coming out from his head with some chaining on them, some silver chain. And then there's a weird tiger man next to him.
We all have whack ass eyes too.
Yeah, his eyes are.
My eyes are normal.
Johnny, the one eye that you can see is kind of weird, and like it's staring into your soul. Kind of because there's like a little red dot in the middle of his iris.
Yeah, I do want to say I made Loki look really weird in this game, so
As it should be.
As it should be.
And I guess before I respond, can I do a vibe check?
a vibe check. So you want to what specific you want to see? What's the vibe
What vibes
about
are
the
we feeling?
group, or the vibes of the individual?
I want to say like the vibes of the group as a whole.
Okay.
Like, not like specifically in regards to us all working together.
The vibe is gay, homosexual, gay. Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Oh, I don't even have to.
No. No. There is a different vibe in here.
Going off.
No, the vibe is definitely not just that. You can roll me your vibe check. So basically, this will be your first roll. So, when we're looking at our dice rolls, we're trying to figure out what pair of attributes plus skills makes the most sense for the skill check that we're talking about here, right? So because you're trying to get a vibe emotionally, you could say, if you were to say, I'm going to use my social roll or a social skill to get the vibe, that's like you getting a vibe by having a conversation with the group. A mental check might be, I'm getting a mental check. Would my 3 difficulty affect this? Absolutely. In general, yes. If you want to kind of hide your vibes, then you're going to have to roll something to hide the vibes.
It's just natural.
But I know that it's natural vibe hiding. So if you use your mental skills, you might just be using your mental acuity to get a sense of the vibes, like Sherlock Holmes would.
So can I just like use their general body language, like the way that they were communicating just when we were introducing ourselves? Maybe something like
that would have to be a mental
would
one.
that be presence, empathy?
I think that would be a mental, because you're trying to judge their body movements as opposed to using your own voice or your own body to have conversations with them, right?
All right.
So
then
I
what
would.
do you think?
I mean, it doesn't matter which one because they're all 3. So one of those mental skills plus your empathy.
Okay. I'll do.
And by default, you will have a. It's probably unless everybody's actively trying to hide the vibes, I can probably give you a general check, but to suss out Johnny's part in the group vibes will be a difficulty 3 check.
Okay. We go for cunning and empathy.
All right.
Is that good?
Yeah. And so with the cunning and empathy, I see we have 2 successes, which is enough to get a general vibe, but somebody is a bit of a dark horse in this scenario, in this equation. You know, we do not know the value of X in this situation here. You know what I mean?
Store worker.
The general vibe is that you can sense that this group, this band, has been together for a bit. You can't determine how long. That's really hard to say, but you know that they've been through it long enough that they have this sort of like they're working together. And because they're scions, the working together might be dangerous, or it might be extraordinary. you can ask them later what they might have or what they might have done that makes them so legendary in nature. And they might tell you their own stories about how that happens. However, again, Johnny is sort of like this nebulous thing. And, you know, it might be because, like, a part of you feels like, is he completely and utterly normal? No, he can't be completely and utterly normal. He looks like he's a pirate.
You are a pirate.
Yeah, that weirdo has a weird looking like barbed wire belt.
And so like, he can't be normal because he's here, but he definitely looks normal. Except, wait a minute. Is he just like, it's like maybe like when you look at him too long, it looks like he's vibrating. There's just something about him that's just throwing you off.
I'm looking at everybody's body language. Everybody's like, oh, like this person's like this, and then just vibrating, literally vibrating. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, it's more like you can't really place an exact.
You can't
facial
focus.
feature.
Yeah, like you cannot place an exact facial feature. You cannot place like does he have brown eyes or are they on fire? I can't really tell. Like that.
Or are they black?
Or are they black? You can't really discern specific things about him because
You have drunk vision when looking at Johnny.
It's hard to focus on him.
Yeah, it's like you put on those like the goggles that make it feel like you're drunk or whatever.
Except he is drunk.
Yeah,
so,
except you are drunk.
You're used to
The
that
voice
type
is
of
gonna
vision.
be like looking over everybody for like a second, like while everybody's talking. He's gonna like, he'll like freeze for a second, but looking at Johnny and like take the ring off and put it back on. And, like, is this thing working? And be like, well, I guess I'm kind of the odd one out here.
I'm sure you all will be fast friends. We still have at least 3 more days before we ship off. That's plenty of time to plan our trains and perhaps become friends.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for
Sounds good to me.
giving us the cars, by the way.
It's the least I can do.
It is.
I'll
Leaf, that's rude.
try my best to not destroy anything.
You
It's
promised.
a good thing to take my mind off of traveling.
Yeah, we're not gonna like destroy anything, yeah? No, nothing?
No, the goal is to protect things, not destroy things.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny glances in the vague direction where he left the tree. Yeah, I can try my best not to do that.
There is definitely a tree that does not look like it belongs here at all because this is a train station and it is literally at the train station.
And it's huge.
And it's fucking huge.
Is there a treehouse up there?
You can't see the treehouse, it's just a big fucking tree.
Yeah.
And it's always green.
Yeah, Johnny, you might need to park that somewhere.
I mean, it can stay here.
Yeah, I was gonna leave it and then I can bring like a small plant just in case I need to talk to Nutty.
Mm-hmm.
Nature always finds a way.
At this point, Wiley's off like inspecting things, like trying to get like a feel for the security on this thing.
Your own vibe check.
Okay, so Wiley, you're gonna kind of be a man on the mission.
I mean, he's serious about this.
That is-
He wants
I mean,
it to go well. He owes Ravi.
that makes sense. So to add to that vibe check, it's clear that we have somebody who's serious, somebody who's rude, somebody who's a dark horse, and somebody who's really nice. I'll let you pick who that is.
Yeah, I was like, who's who?
I'm also wondering.
Well, you already know who's the dark horse. It's the one you can't focus on. He's like, you can't catch me. And then obviously the man on the mission, the one that's serious, is the one who's just left to go put his hands on his hips like a dad and just be like, yep.
He just knocks the side of the
Staring
train.
out into the field.
Yep,
Mhm.
solid.
Mhm.
Isn't
Solid.
there
That's
a
literally-
video of that? Like staring out into the field? Like,
Yep.
Witches are obviously an OSHA violation.
I will get to you in a second, Taylor, as far as like what to roll to kind of get
Oh,
a
no, you're
security
good.
check, yeah, for everything.
Secure. Check for traps.
Check if something happened here.
Touches ground.
Well, Jay, I do believe that your sister is here, ready to tell us all of her plans. So I need to go and make sure that she doesn't scare my designers.
Oh, she shouldn't. And is it just her or?
It is Jay Lee.
I forget if that's the good one or the bad one.
That's the good one.
Okay. Okay.
That's the good one.
Look, when you have 100 siblings, it's hard to keep track of them all.
Ji Fang is your bad one.
Okay, Jinfeng is the bad one. Okay.
Jay Lee is the nice one.
The nice one. Okay.
Sorry, do they all have J names and I didn't catch this because I wasn't around for that? Are you shitting?
Yes, they
me?
do.
No, the daggers.
They're like the Kardashians.
Yeah.
God damn
There's
it.
100 of them. Jane.
It's one of the lore things about the Dragon King.
And they're all
he-
female.
He has a bunch of daughters, and his sons are usually always destined to die. Or in this
It's
case,
because something bad would happen.
yeah, otherwise they'd rip down heaven and destroy.
Like
Everything.
Jay.
So the Winter Palace, or the Dragon King, has a lot of daughters, and a few of them are named, but yes, they all have J names. I did not hear you say anything, Shane.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, everybody. Zoom hates me. Every single time I use it, it's just,
Say it one more time. Say what you were going to say one more time.
I said
Say what you
some
gonna
of them are
say.
named.
Some of them.
Some of them are named.
Some of them.
We don't have the time to.
We don't
write
have the
100.
I don't have the time to do 100 J names, but
There's the reason why the Sea Palace is so big.
yes, but Jay Lee is here. Jay Lee.
Jay. Okay. Jay will nod at. He nods at Robbie, and he's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go over there and make sure that she's not FaceTiming and already making choices." He just grabs Li Bao, who's the tiger boy, next to him, and kind of goes off onto the train.
Blue tiger.
Blue and white.
He's a white tiger.
White tiger
But
with
he's got blue
blue
accents.
accents.
He also has alarming steel teeth. That's another feature you should
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, he's got steel teeth, steel fingies, or steel claws.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, is it like just the tips, or is the whole like?
It's just the tips. It's in reference to the tiger of the west.
The West.
Wait.
The tiger of the West.
Of the west.
So now, so Jay, you will go off and make sure that your sister doesn't stress out Ravi too much.
Yes.
So that leaves Du Bois, Leaf, and Johnny standing behind the rough plans of some of these cars, ready for you to tell, to either discuss or talk to each other, or maybe even ask questions, because this is your opportunity to get to know each other.
I don't like new people. I'm eyeing up Johnny. Like, do not leave me with this man.
Johnny's just staring back at her.
Was like, this might be like a really bad question, but like, where'd the cool ghost arm come from?
She's a sign of hell, and that's what
My
hell
sister.
gave her. Yeah.
The banging was very, very like perfect timing.
Yeah,
As-
people
as
are.
My arm screams like,
Yeah.
woo!
That's pretty cool. I mean, Dionysus gave me a lot of alcohol and this thing to hold it in. He did take a swig.
Is that a bird bath?
Probably could be.
Squints at like what's going on with it.
It's just like a really, really big chalice with like engravings of just a bunch of
Classic
different people
Grecian-
all drink.
Like
chugging alcohol.
All right,
classic
is it red and black or is it just
It's just gold.
Okay.
It's just engraved gold.
Okay, I'll stop questioning your Tillix.
I'll stop getting all Hellenistic teen on you.
I'll stop. I had an entire Greek pottery class. Excuse you.
I know. You should have been Greek, but you're Norse.
I couldn't.
But
I would have gotten yelled.
the thing that's notable about this, as Du Bois is casually just knocking this shit back, is that every time he sets it back down, it's still full.
Yep.
So that's your relic, right? It's doing weird things. I don't know. Do glasses are supposed to like automatically like fill?
I mean, unless you go out of your way to fill them up, but that's how this one works. That way the party never stops.
And can you fight?
Yeah. And I guess he'll take the chalice and like flip it upside down and transform it into
The maps.
it'll start pouring out for like just a second. Like one or two like drips of it will come out, and then it'll transform into a huge fucking sword.
Like a Buster sword.
Yeah, like a big old Buster sword.
I guess it would be a bastard sword in this case.
I have Minecraft running in the background, and the cave noise just went on as soon as you said Buster sword.
Oh no.
Yeah, and there's I also mentioned that the sword has like wine trickling down the like middle of it, because the part that is like the blade was the bottom of the cup originally.
Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Yes, that would.
Can I just say how funny it is that Leaf is like, oh, okay, you can fight. All right, cool, you can hang out with us. Like, Leaf,
You're cool enough.
Leaf only has a dagger.
My tiny ass dagger.
That does not is
lethal
not supposed to kill people. It is a healing dagger.
Non-lethal damage with a knife. Finally, it's what we've always dreamed of.
What do you got there? A knife. I stabbed you. In the neck.
Johnny would be just like staring at it, wondering if he could like slowly reach a hand out to touch it.
Yes, it is.
Like see if like the drippy bits are actually hard.
Is it like poison or something like
that?
Yeah,
what the hell is
No,
this?
that's just leftover wine.
It's literally just leftover wine. It's like, yeah, but it only works if I'm drunk, and it works better when I'm really drunk.
Isn't that dangerous?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Jay is as Johnny is someone who got hungover on ambrosia.
Oh, it's ambrosia.
But yes,
you did leave the two people who can't drink here with the boys.
But like, I got this ring here, which like is supposed to make it like where I'm kind of normal even when I'm drunk, but like it doesn't always work. But it does stop me from like passing out drunk, which is kind of nice.
Can't you like die from that?
I hope not.
Okay.
hasn't died yet.
Yeah. Alcohol poisoning?
Definitely has not died yet. If Du Bois was to ever reach godhood, would the ascension be involving severe alcohol poisoning?
Oh my god.
Maybe.
They just turn into wine itself.
Yeah. I will say it's also really like important that I don't flip the chalice upside down unless I am actively transforming it, because yes, it will just keep pouring wine out of it.
That's a tactic right there.
So it's a weapon. It makes alcohol, and can it possibly cause any like traps or anything?
Cause traps?
Yeah, like if you pour it and then it gets like the floor is sticky, can it like trap a like something?
You mean like floor
I mean-
turn to tiny daggers?
No, I
No.
mean it glues you in place.
Like sticky wine?
No, it's just wine.
Waited like a really long time, I'm sure the floor would get sticky. I mean, it is wine, but like, I don't think that's like the intended purpose.
I used to just see like what are the benefits of like having that.
Well, I mean, like, this isn't the only thing it can do, but like, it's the main thing.
Wait. Is it flammable?
All alcohol.
Oh
is
god,
flammable.
I think alcohol, yeah.
All alcohol.
Oh no, I can already
Okay.
see you fuckers.
Okay.
Johnny
Oh,
Five
man.
Yeah,
had
Lee
really big.
put it together really fast and she went, oh fuck.
Oh no, I didn't even think about that. Shit.
I will say it is common
Trickster.
practice for me to light the top of the wine on fire and use it like a torch if it's really dark.
Just remember, Johnny, we are protecting train.
No. I could use this. We can use this, you know?
This is kind of like a new
Maybe
thing for me.
outside of train.
No. I could use this. I can put it into the plan of how we're supposed to
Yes,
protect
but
the
maybe-
train.
But not in enclosed space, maybe.
That's not
No,
BTM.
it's
Nobody's
not
gonna
good.
frenzy.
It's not gonna happen in an enclosed space, I
Terror
don't
frenzy.
think. He kind of like touches his eye patch. But
I
it,
don't know about you guys, but I
definitely
feel like
can be
fire
used.
being in an enclosed space is probably better than it not being in an enclosed space, because, you know, like, it spreads, but whatever. This is the first time I've had to, like, plan a party around people not destroying shit, so I'm, like, you know, having to think that through.
Johnny understands how difficult it is to
yeah, he
kind of,
just nods.
there's a sage nodding happening on Johnny's part because Johnny also doesn't know how to do things without destroying stuff too.
He knows how to stop destruction when the kids start it, but not when he starts.
Cool.
Oh,
I can
this
definitely
is
use
a
this.
this is a good moment. Really quick. Want to make sure. How old are you guys?
Johnny just
18?
was like glancing off at the blueprints and then he freezes.
You're 18 and 3/not 3.
I feel like
I'm sorry.
Johnny looks panicked in
his
Wiley's
eyes
direction.
You just
Like, how
said,
old am I?
you said 3/not 3. That is really good.
Johnny's just still looking at the blueprints like, oh god.
The boy's like eyes are gonna narrow. He's like, wait.
He was
Neither of you can
Scorpion.
drink.
No.
I can. I have before.
You what? What?
Listen.
Christmas
I don't know about
was
you
a
guys, but I
time.
was told that like you shouldn't drink unless like. Well, first of all, children should never drink. Specifically, like infants, like 1 to 3. That's a bad idea. No alcohol for them.
Oh,
And
don't
then
tell baby
otherwise, older than that, it's like kind of a
I'm gonna have to
rule.
bring it to baby.
Bad idea.
No.
So,
that-
I'm just saying, like, the party will stop around you if it has to. I just want to know if it has to.
no, I don't.
Oh
I've
no,
never-
I can go through any crazy party. What she means is
I guess you're Scorpion, so it's. Oh.
I was apparently created from a scorpion,
Oh, can scorpions?
and I'm supposedly like 3 3/4. Oh,
Yeah, I mean technically you're not 3. You're like 3.5.
it's gonna be fall soon. Like,
I'm almost 4. God.
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 I just don't think about it. I try not to, because I am a person right now.
That's fair. I was just curious because I was going to offer some, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be like a bad idea before I did. So,
Thank
you
God
know.
this is alternate universe, because post Panini, no way. We would not be sharing a glass like that. No.
Well, no, I mean, pour it out.
Oh, pour one out for the homies.
Pour it up.
For
I'm not gonna hand them the thing and be like, drink it.
Oh god, I don't know if I can hold it. I don't know. I mean,
Well, I did have ambrosia around Christmas. I don't, and I've had some really bad beer last.
Yo, that shit is different. You can handle it. I know. And he's gonna go grab a cup.
That shit does hit different.
even you haven't had ambrosia in a while. The only time
I just remembers the shitty beer that they had before Inari showed up.
the only
frat
time
party.
you had ambrosia was when Dionysus brought it, and he only brought enough for one night.
It was like, Du Bois is always drunk, but like, there's not very.
That
many
shit
moments
hits
where,
different.
Like, it's like it changes the night.
It changes your life, honestly.
Yeah.
Ambrosia
like-
changes your fucking life.
It's wild.
Should
The
not
drink of the gods.
do not be mortal and drink ambrosia. You will have the
The
We
time.
don't talk about the mortal that tried it.
Talk about bath salts, but
Yeah, so you guys can talk about maybe getting a sense of each other's powers and getting a sense of, hey, what the fuck can you do? Well, what the fuck can you do? You know, and kind of go
I'm
back.
gonna light a bunch of wine on fire later.
That is a
I can't wait for that to happen.
Cannot wait for that to happen.
It'll work great with the master plan.
And maybe Du Bois needs to know what this master plan is eventually.
No,
Okay. That it's
the less people know, the better.
Taylor,
Fair
is your
enough.
internet still kind of being a little bit weird?
It cuts
Oh,
Yes,
God.
actually.
out like pretty frequently.
Okay, so I will go to you after Julian. See if maybe it'll reset itself at all.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
Hell yeah, it's not a Jacqueline Hair stream
It's
without
not
this.
Jacqueline Hair Stream without some technical difficulties or the internet coming in to grab us by the balls.
Yep.
So, Jay, you, Li Bao, and Ravi are heading over to what seems to be a totally different design table.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it was brought straight from the Winter Palace.
Oh no.
With all of its ornate fixings, gold inlays and stuff like that. And you will see your sister. She is younger than Jifang, right? Jile is younger.
Mm-hmm.
But not as young as you are. Like, you're the baby, right? And her picture is on Kanka. She has shorter hair.
Mm-hmm.
She looks kind of. I think she looks cute.
She does look cute.
I think
And
she.
you and I know in the art breeder you can't get it to happen easily, but she has glasses, right?
Correct. She does have glasses.
Okay.
Kind of like those thin wire frames that are made of gold, and on the sides, sort of like this, is like very thinly elaborate, kind of like that string, kind of like that linear kind of wire work. Dragon.
Birthright.
And it's not from Dad.
From Uncle?
It's from the uncle.
Oh, from
Because
the Red Dragon.
Jile is not a scion of Al Guang.
Oh, he stole her.
Jile is a scion of Al Quin, who is your uncle.
Gotcha.
but she's a kid.
Of
Of
Al,
Jay's dad.
yeah.
There must have been some terse negotiation that happened there. Yeah, Jay will kind of go over, and at first he kind of stands there, nice and polite, and he waits to see maybe if she notices him.
She is actually speaking with a whole bunch of folk that look like people right now.
Oh.
They definitely look like people.
And there's nothing weird and reptilian or fishy about them.
There is a weird fishy smell. And they all are wearing a cute brooch.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've seen at the hotel.
Yes, for some of the frontline workers, work the front desk and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have these cute little brooches, which you recognize as some sort of glamour relic that allows our Titan spawn workers to be able to work the front desk and not scare mortals.
I mean, who would be scared of a giant salamander?
I would never be scared of Senior Flatfuck. Never.
Senor Flatfuck.
We would openly accept him for who he truly is.
But there is something weird about these humans as they move. They're kind of like uncanny valley, not quite getting their limbs quite there. There's like
one eye blinking, like a tongue comes out.
Yeah, like one eye blinks. They like each eye blinks individually for one of them. The other one just seems really, really slimy. You know.
Is that Senior Olm?
Is that Olm?
Is that Mr. Olm?
Is that Mr. Olm?
So there's something like odd
Is he
about.
blind?
There's odd about something about each of them that just make it seem like they're not normal. Okay.
Okay.
And she seems to be ordering them around because they are carrying these huge boxes coming out of a fucking truck because she has already prepared the car, or at least most of the design for the car. Because obviously, when you said I have to design a car, your uncle said I got it,
Mm-hmm.
and then your sister said I got it. And they kind of took over the design aspect.
Jaylee?
She will put her hands down on the design plans and sort of look up and then look over her shoulder. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
And she'll go right towards you and she'll just give you this big old hug and practically pick you up before setting you back down and hold your face, and she says, "Okay, look at you. Are you ready?"
Yeah. I mean, I thought I was gonna have some input in the design. You know, 'cause artist and everything. That's the sleep owl in the background.
She will pause for a second and she says, "Yes, this is just the furniture."
Okay, and what kind of furniture do we have?
All of the furniture is from the hotel.
Which part of the hotel? Okay. Is it dry?
Some of it is still, and you'll see one of the boxes and it's dripping. Is fresh.
Is that what Dad asked for, or is that what Uncle asked for?
It's what your dad asks for. Our dad.
Yeah. Okay.
We can make some adjustments. I mean, we still have 3 days to design it.
No, I know. I want to make sure he's happy with everything too. I just wanted to make sure that we have a bit of a modern take and modern flair, because if we're going to be trying to get eyes on Dad and Uncle too, and the rest of her family in a different light, I don't want everyone to kind of think that all dragons are kind of archaic and stuck in the past.
Well, look at the design.
He peers at the design.
It's a little bit dated. Just a little bit.
Okay,
It's kind of traditional. in some places.
Okay. Do you mind if I just? He kind of like slowly takes a pencil.
Go ahead.
Now I have artistry.
Sure.
As a purview.
Yeah. I know you do.
For my innate power, I can express myself through an artistic performance, which the performance is my drawing, to communicate with those who experience it as if I was speaking to them, even if we don't share a language. This bypasses complications that would apply to roles made through ordinary conversation. I can also make the intended recipient to be the only one that gets what I'm drawing. I'm not gonna do that because then, if God forbid she shows this to the workers, they might not understand. So I'm gonna make it for everybody, and I would like to kind of create the artistic vision of not being dated, but looking forward to a new beginning.
So our dragon bar is not going to be sort of like a snapshot of the past, but a vision of the future.
Yes.
And she will nod as you work your magic, which is again innate, so there isn't really much of a, you express yourself without using your words, so it's kind of makes it so that everybody can kind of understand what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And you'll hear Ravi sort of hum in the background because he's also there to observe.
Sure, and he'll like check with Ravi to see if this is something that kind of falls in line. He goes, I don't know about the new person, Du Bois.
Du Bois, yes.
I don't know what kind of setup they're gonna have for their car, but it sounds like they kind of like to party.
Well, we can make a copy of this and show it to him afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And see if we can create a fusion of Greek and Chinese.
Or if they just have a party room, then my room could be the drink room.
If that is what we'll do, then that is what we'll do.
At least one of them. I know that you're probably going to have a lot on your side, too.
There will be definitely drinks and parties to be had.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? Isn't that so? It fuses so well. I
mean, that's what kickstarted most of the Greek. Okay.
Gilles will go. Okay, so she will take the designs and tap one of the slimier looking helpers. Doesn't seem to really care too much that he is slimy, and gesture towards the designs, which he will make a noise that is definitely not human. It's more of like this kind of weird like croaking noise from deep within the throat, and it's kind of wet. And nod, and then sort of start making his way towards the others to sort of make that similar croaking noise at them, this throat croaking noise, and they will also create a cacophony of throat noises in agreement.
Just a bunch of fucking frogs.
And Jaylee will go, okay, so they're going to try and get some things over at the local furniture stores to make it a little bit more modern.
Should I go with them?
If you want to.
He kind of like looks over and hears like the
yes,
like, the cacophony, and he goes, they can speak normally, yeah? Kind of points to the brooch, like where they would. No, I'm gonna go with them. And he kind of he wanders off, and he pats one of the slimy ones, and he's just like, hey, so we're all gonna go shopping together, yeah? It's kind of like when we went cooking. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go do that. And kind of like gestures for them to kind of follow him.
Yeah, and like you have our amphibious workers, because they're all amphibians because they're on the land, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're there. Going over to take the big truck to go get some more design furniture for your space.
Cool.
So you can go and do that.
We're going to IKEA.
We're going to IKEA. It'll be great. You have Daddy's credit card. It's fine.
I have my own credit card. I don't need Dad's money.
If you use Dad's money, so you won't have to use your own.
It's okay. He has to use so much.
Tabler. You glitched and it was really weird, but no. Do you want to try? Do we want to take a short break and see if you refresh out of Zoom?
See if you can get on a mobile hotspot.
I can try.
Okay, so we'll take a short break. Give us ourselves 5
You
minutes.
think my phone internet's gonna work?
No, definitely not.
Maybe better.
Maybe, we don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and take a be right back, and we'll be back in a second. Oh my god, my layout is all ruined. Switches over. terrible.
Yeah, no, it's
So they
working
were
fine
like,
though. I
"You
closed
can go
fucking
to an
Firefox.
online thing by typing
So we're good now?
Yes, we're better now because the Firefox being closed out, it was taking
It
up.
was Firefox all
well, that's good.
along.
Firefox dead.
Firefox dead. All right, so
It was
why,
Firefox all along.
Wiley, you are doing a looky-loo,
Oh.
right?
Taylor just
I am.
leaves.
No, I want to. Because my fucking Firefox.
Was Firefox all along. Sorry,
Yeah, I'm
gonna
doing
keep
a
saying
looky
that.
loo just to kind of get a lay of the land.
So you're just kind of looking to see what is wrong, what might be wrong, what might be,
What could go wrong?
what could go home.
Oh, are we back and I've been fucking with my Zoom settings because I'm amusing myself? Hi.
Yep, you are.
Yeah.
Am I still like super quiet?
I don't think so. I think you're fine now.
You sound fun to me.
Yeah, as long as you lean in, or because there's a thing on Zoom where you can adjust your audio settings, and if it has like automatically adjust microphone volume, which sometimes that's good. I think it might also automatically adjust it so that it doesn't activate when you are too quiet. So
Oh yeah, the little thing that said auto was definitely turned on.
yeah, so maybe that's what's happening, is that it's automatically not picking up when you're too quiet because it automatically adjusts volume.
Again.
Okay. Do I sound all right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All right,
I turned off the auto thing.
Tabler.
Hey, Slurb.
So if you want to try and use your mental capacity to try and figure out all the different ways that things can go wrong, let's see.
I'm gonna try opening just Roll20.
What would be a good skill check for you?
I couldn't tell you if I can't look at it.
I'll open it first. Let's see what we got.
Hold on.
He
It's a
just
mess,
like,
don't look.
I'll invade.
Huh?
Mess, don't look. Okay.
Nice.
I could argue.
Nice short deed.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
I
What
was
is it?
making sure, okay? Don't worry about it.
I want to know.
I'm gonna open your
counts.
thing.
We'll tell
What
it.
is
Find
this?
out.
You'll find out.
We'll
later.
find out. I could argue. I could say cunning
Survival.
and survival.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. You're trying to be very detail oriented and thinking about the ways that you might, set this shit up for disaster. And survival, it sounds stupid, but it's the closest thing that we're going to get right now. So, roll that, please. Cunning, survival, 3 successes. Let's see what you can figure out. So, we have a high-speed trail. It has 12 cars. Of those cars, 5 of them are going to be designed by you. And the other 7 are going to be designed by the Deva. Right?
12 cars. There's how many of us? We have the boys. There's 5 of us. There's 12 train cars.
Yes.
5
That's
plus a
pretty
Robbie.
much. And Ravi. But Ravi's probably
And
going to
plus
be
a Lebel
networking.
and plus 50 feral hogs.
I'm not going to leave 50 feral hogs in a train car by themselves.
They're not real anyway.
Initial thought. About
Don't tell
2
them
train
that.
cars.
The train starts and they stay in one place, and the train starts and they're and then they're
About
still, like,
2 train cars per person.
Yeah.
So, we've got to think about order here, and
Mhm.
also communication. Cell phones for one.
Yes.
And
I can
points.
send anyone messages. I don't think. Let me check the specifics, but I know Leaf can send people messages at least.
Okay.
We're just talking about things that could go wrong so far.
Everything.
Whatever plans
I'm thinking strategy as
whatever
well.
plans that you guys come up with as a result of this information that I'm about ready to give Taylor, then you guys can come up with some plans. I'm just kind of giving you 12 cars. 5 of them are designed by you, which means that out of those 12 cars, 5 of them you can determine what the security is going to be like on those trains. All right?
So much.
Ravi has the remaining 7 cars, which you can inform him of what kind of security to put on those trains. However, it'll be he has less ability to kind of do so. because he's spreading it out throughout all his 7 cars, whereas you guys each have your own resources that you're putting into 1 car. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you'll have the front end of the car, which is where the choo-choo man goes. That is a point of probably, if somebody was to take control of the car, of the train, they would take control of the train at that location, right? Because that's where the driver
At
control,
where? At
where
what
the choo-choo
location?
man is at.
Yeah, okay.
Where the choo-choo man is at.
The conductor?
Just making sure.
Where the choo-choo man is at.
The choo-choo man, because that's where the bell is to do the choo-choo.
This isn't.
He's got that train whistle.
This is a fucking steam.
This
Yeah, I
is a
was gonna
steam.
say, like,
It's
are
not
we-
a steam train.
Are we
This
back
is a
in the Wild
coal-powered
West?
train.
We have someone
guys.
up there shoveling coal.
God, is this
If they get
Deadlands?
taken out, we're fucked.
Did we go back to Deadlands?
No.
I'm
Well,
scared.
yes,
Dead-
actually.
Wiley would be a grifter, anyways.
Well, correct, because
You're right.
your pantheon that you want to be in.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
I'm crying
Matthew.
now for what Taylor said. Jesus.
What? The train whistle?
No, you Coleman is
The
taking
coal.
over.
We take
Oh.
out the man and the coal man, and we're
We're
fucked.
fucked.
No, it's not that kind of. It is.
I'll just stand burning inside the furnace.
Just stand there on fire.
I got this.
So if somebody was to take control of the controls of the train, they could theoretically stop it from going. It's not really something that can get diverted. You know, like the derailment, while possible on high-speed trains, probably not going to happen on this one. But somebody can stop the train. So that is something that can be done.
This is something I'm gonna pause you there to bring up the fact that the vision Jay had, just to let you in on something, Shane. There was a metal snake ready to stomp the fuck out of a city, and we can only assume that metal snake means fucking bullet trains.
Now,
So
What Jay-
derailment can happen if you
Jay can
pick
look
it
into the past
up.
and the future.
what
And-
Jay saw was
Yeah.
a literal snake made of metal destroying a city. But is that an allegory for just the train derailment? Is it an actual snake made of metal?
Someone's gonna buy the little armor, and he's gonna.
Or is it one of those weird wooden connectable snakes that are made of metal this time? And they
Jasper.
fucking
I know those. Yes.
Jasper's workshopping some new metal
It's
toys.
those really cute, like, plastic snakes that you can clip together in different ways. I fucking love those things.
All of those could be true. Because the prophecies,
baby.
the prophecies are never going to be 100% clear, right?
It's just Ophi. Just a big old...
So if the train was to derail or go off its tracks and destroy the city that way, that could be done through the controls. The train tracks could be sabotaged, right?
I'm thinking about.
They're gonna
Looney
take out the
Tunes.
Coleman.
I'm literally thinking about the Wile E. Coyote cartoons. I'm sorry, I just.
Meanwhile, I'm panicking over what Shane said in chat of the fucking Terraria worm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you feel
the
like
destroyer.
there's
I'm
these ones
literally-
below you.
My brain, I'm like, this is the culmination of everything I've wanted this character to be. This is literally gonna be some Wile E. Coyote bullshit.
So somebody could sabotage the train tracks themselves, which would mean that you still need to probably have somebody in the front, or at least somebody with good eyeballs to be able to be on a lookout during the high speed traveling. You know, maybe do watches or something similar, or create some sort of foraging material, some sort of forge machine, things that could give you that alert ahead of time. Okay.
It's literally fucking Wiley. Wiley's gonna be doing all these jobs. It's like the episode of SpongeBob where him and Patrick are married, and SpongeBob is the mom and has to cook and clean and take care of the baby. And everybody's gonna come check on
Baby.
Wiley, and they're like, "How are you doing, Wiley?" And they're like drunk, and Wiley's like, "Feet." Hey, sexy. Oh, have a lovely.
Oh,
Lovely man in my bed.
is he being
Is this little cat man being funny?
His little feet.
just right there?
Oh,
He's moving them.
Look at those legs.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to point at. That's why I stopped.
Little man legs.
That ADHD kicks in so funny, just at the weirdest times, Taylor.
My medicine's worn off, and I'm sorry. But anyways, back to the SpongeBob point, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Wiley, how are you doing? This train is so fun." And Wiley's like, "I haven't slept in 18 days."
It's only
And his eyes are like peeled open.
It's only a 13-hour train ride. Okay, so just kind of giving you guys that idea. It is only a 13-hour train
There
ride.
are other problems causing this 18-day lapse of sleep, but it's happening nonetheless.
Exactly.
Um,
You're so right.
there is if the train itself is going to transform into a giant snake, could be a possibility.
Could be a nursery.
The belief could be that somebody has to do something within the train in order to be able to do it. Okay, it's not something that can just happen, it's not something that can just happen like that, right? It has to be something that is plotted and planned within the train itself and maybe kicked off at a certain point, maybe crossing a certain threshold will create a sequence of events that will result in Metal Snake.
No. We're gonna go over so many rivers.
I know, right?
Through the woods?
Over the river. No, because like crossing a river is like crossing into another plane. And we're gonna cross like 800 rivers.
We are going to cross a couple of them.
Hey, I drew Johnny
Are
on
we?
fire.
Are we? I need that on my desk by
Myself.
next week.
I also like how he's T-posing. He's T-posing on fire.
He's T-posing in the furnace.
I just wanted to share it before we forgot. Anyways, I hate myself. I'm sorry. It's only exacerbated by how tired I am. Anyways,
So these are things
it'd
that
be
you could...
a transformation.
Yeah, these are things that you can theoretically perceive. So it could be either something that's going to happen, like somebody's going to take control over the train in the front of the train. There's going to be somebody who's going to sabotage the tracks, or maybe one of the stations, sabotage the train at one of the stations. So you know that at the very least, any places that you guys do stop at is going to be a potential place where fuckery could happen. Stop. You're not the one that's thinking about this stuff.
Well,
That's why.
no, I just wanted a clarification, but I think you answered it. So like the train is making stops.
Yes, it is making a few stops, though most people are not going to be going off these stops. It's just going to make some stops.
For photos.
Mm-hmm.
Riley's gonna be fucking... Okay, so... Riley's gonna be fucking... I need to finish my sentences.
Who?
Okay, so... Here's my diagram. This is only part of the train because I don't have that much space, right? So you can't
blurry.
see it, but at the front of the train, it says Wiley's yelling car. So Wiley's probably gonna be at the front of the train because he got them eyeballs.
We all have eyeballs.
Yeah, but I have epic perception.
Yes, you do.
And I can't be surprised.
Sorry.
I ain't getting no sleep because y'all. You ain't getting no sleep because of me. I have epic perception.
That is
so
true. I forgot that.
I'm immune to all mundane attempts at surprise. Mundane.
That would be, mortal level surprising.
Yeah.
If this is a Titanic attack or a Titan spawn
You
attack.
beat me to it.
But still, if somebody walked in, Wiley would have the little...
Yeah, you'd have an idea of like something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, the little bit of the premonition. Like Spider-Man.
Spidey sense, yes.
Spidey
We're
sense.
gonna call it Coyote sense.
Also, I can also fly if I use animal aspects. So if I have to, I can fly. But that's expensive.
It is worth legend, isn't it?
It's imbue 1 legend.
It's imbue, so you can get it back.
Yeah, I always forget.
Imbue means it's in a holding pattern, and you
And then
can
when
take
I'm
it
done
back.
with the thing, I put it back. Okay,
Mhm.
good.
Spending means that you spend it and it's gone.
Okay, yes. So I'm thinking Wiley is thinking in his little probably conspiracy theorist addled brain because of Jasper. We need some pretty good security.
Jasper had already suggested to you that the aliens are just going to come from the sky and they're going to UFO it into
I'm
space.
sunburnt.
If you check Twitter, the Pentagon just recently said that they strongly believe or suspect that aliens exist and that they have evidence.
Okay, well, fork it over, pussy. Let me see that shit.
So Jasper will probably have told you that aliens are going to come from the sky, and like the train is going to rise up into the sky, and it's going to become the new rings of the planet.
Metal snake.
No, I know exactly what Jesse did. Fuck you.
Don't tell me, because that's a spoiler.
It is. It's just funny thing
okay.
that Jasper says.
Wait, so are me and Julian the only people freaking out by that statement?
Yes.
We're going to space. Woo!
Wait, did somebody donate $100? Wait.
I kind of blacked out for like the first time tonight. So I missed it.
I want you guys to know that I don't know jack shit fuckery about anything. So anytime you guys are like, I know what you did.
That's all I got.
I know what you did, and I don't like it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, idiot? We're going to space.
I can't
No.
I can't
But
ping
I love
Jesse
it.
as
I'm
much as I
just
can do Michael,
concerned.
so
Like, what the?
I love it. I'm just concerned.
Anyway, continue.
Well, I'm not. Anyways.
I guess I can say it this way. Sometimes Jasper is a Cassandra.
Like from Critical Role, or from Rapunzel,
Did you guys literally not hear me before? Seer.
it's a little bit
Okay,
of
like from
Cassandra.
Homestuck.
Yes, like Homestuck.
Okay, now that you said Cassandra, I now know
You understand now?
what we're talking about.
You
yeah.
understand?
Okay, well, I'm gonna stay in the dark because that's how it always goes. Because I
I'm in
never
the
guess
dark with
anything.
you. My head's empty too.
I'm not
Wait,
listening to any of
wait,
you
does that-
except Andromeda.
Jesse, does that mean Jasper refused Apollo?
Can you like? Not all of us are in on the joke.
Raided.
It's a Greek thing.
Look, raid.
Raid. Sorry, keep going.
Shadow Legend.
I'm having my Pepe Sylvia moment. We get a raid.
Oh, it's right there.
Anyways,
it's in,
motherfucking Pepe
on
Sylvia.
Twitch.
Let me get another post-it and add it to my
Okay, I
collection
need another
on my
post-it note
screen.
because so you want to have your epic perception at the front of the train.
Yes.
But how are
And-
we going to protect the rest of the train or potentially the
Okay, so we have Robbie's 7 cars, and we can be like, hey, you should probably put some like good security in there, but that's up to him. However, if we put good security in our 5 cars, right, then those should be relatively hands off. And I mean good security as in very good cameras. But cameras can be fucked with, so I don't know what the hell else to do. Because I don't know shit about anything.
Think about
However-
it. Think about it. Titan Spawn will have the same level of powers that you guys could potentially have.
And we don't have men in our party, so nobody can fuck with those cameras. Okay, so don't make that face. I'm putting a post-it over you now. I'm not listening to you. So
But I'm confused.
why are you confused?
Wait,
I'm making a plan.
Taylor, put the Johnny post-it over me.
I did.
Yeah.
Next question. I have to get another post-it. Okay, so class,
Yeah.
we have basically 7 cars.
I'm just watching Richard.
We have 7 cars.
Yeah.
About.
This is Taylor's moment, okay? I want everybody to understand that this is Taylor's storyline, so Taylor
We've
has
been
to.
waiting for this one for a few months
Taylor has been
now,
very
and this-
patient. This is Taylor's storyline, so this has to
This is
happen.
what we're doing. Okay, so regardless of the security in ours, I think it would be most efficient. Well, it wouldn't necessarily be efficient, however, I think it would be the most safe to assign about 2 of us per car. Or not 2 of us per car.
There's
2 cars
7 cars.
per one person.
Yeah.
I'm saying for like all 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Does the 12 include the front?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I was like, that's gonna throw a wrench in my fucking plan.
13. Oof.
There's 5 of us, 6 including Lee Bao. So we do 2 cars per person. Wiley will take the conductor coal shoveling car. That's not
where
coal
the
shovel.
choo-choo man is at.
That's where the choo-choo man blows his funny little wooden whistle, and the little goblins go and throw Johnny in the furnace. That's the first car. Then Wiley will take the next one, and then the order after
It's just
that.
a mutiny. It's just his kids, but it's a mutiny.
And then the order after that will probably be, we need to, okay. My thought is Wiley first, right?
Uh-huh.
Because the order's important, because you can't skip train cars. This is Paper Mario. We gotta go through the whole murder mystery.
I wasn't with you, but now I am.
Yes. Andromeda.
Question: Is there? This is me taking my knowledge from movies and shit. Is there a door on the last train car too?
Hey, that's a good question.
That is a good question. No.
Okay, good.
Are
Okay.
these
The wall.
car cabins fireproof? Do they have safety doors so when there is a
You
fire,
are not
not
setting
fireproof.
anything on fire.
So when there's a fire that eventually breaks out for some unknown
Do we have
wine
fire
fire
alarms?
Is this a
related
fact?
reason.
Is this a threat?
Are you saying like one of those escape doors at the top of it?
Yeah, and
Yes.
are the windows able to be opened per any good fire safety?
Probably yes. That would
That
Are
has
the
happened
windows-
several times in the middle of Chicago.
that would be an OSHA violation, I'm sure.
There's an exit on each train car, right?
Except the last one.
Not even in the top.
Oh, on the top. Yes. They
Oh, okay. That's what I meant. I just
It's
threw my
for the
phone.
funny train car
Um,
battle on the roof.
Okay, so my thought
Otherwise,
here.
yes.
Wait, before I lose this, my thought is to space out the fighters, because Leaf is not a fighter, but Leaf sure can use her ears and eyeballs. So I'm thinking that it's going to be Wiley, then Leaf with the next 2. So Wiley is nearby Leaf, and if all hell breaks loose, Wiley can get there, and then everything after that doesn't matter.
Oh, it's nice that you got the healer next to you.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
nice you're keeping the healer next to you during
Actually,
this fucking raid.
You're right though.
Actually,
you're right.
I'm gonna put Johnny after Leaf, because Johnny might set something on fire and someone.
Then you should put Jay after Johnny
So it can extinguish the
because
fire.
He can extinguish the fire.
Yeah, and then Lee
And
Bao.
then Lee Bao has to be close,
You're
and then Du
also-
Bois.
I was gonna say, you're assuming that Lee Bao will be in 2 separate cars.
I'm assuming that everyone
you
will be
have
in
to
2
tell
separate
him.
cars.
You have
Have
to-
you
You're
heard of
assuming
using
that
your
there's somebody
legs to walk
wandering.
between them?
Yeah, but
You have to tell him
But Jay,
that
Down bad.
Jay
okay.
promised.
Down
he's
bad.
he's on the fucking train. What more does he want? Okay, he can protect you from 2 trains away.
Well, what do you want? What do you want me to do? Summon Leaf's dead sister?
She's already here.
I want that too.
I'm kidding.
That's
I
my
don't care.
entire
If you
long-term
and Lee
goal.
Bao
Hey,
want
this
to
is a
patrol,
perfect opportunity to make people cry. Leaf.
if
All right, idea here. Hear me out. Hear me
Yeah.
out. We
Yeah.
all cover one train, but we recruit the goblins.
we are all
Yeah.
covering one train.
We have the goblins already.
No. I
guys.
mean one car. One car, but half of the train is covered. But never
Okay,
mind
wait.
goblins.
Better idea.
Goblins.
Okay. Since Jay and Lee Bao want to be together, we're gonna put Baby on 2 cars.
Okay. We'll go.
Baby got back. Baby's in the back too.
Gerald can take
Okay,
a car.
but
Ugh,
Gerald.
Gerald doesn't do shit.
Gerald will
Other
just
than
be
it's
like,
just Bethany just staring at you.
Okay, so if Jay and Lee Bao want to go together, you're welcome to patrol together, but I told you so. That's the rule.
Jay is probably gonna be near his train car, but then that means
Sure. We don't know what order they're in.
Well, no,
We can patrol in our train cars.
Jay's and Du Bois' cars are
We,
connected.
we've taken a seating simulator to a whole new level.
Okay, and I have Li Bao and Du Bois next to each other, so if Jay and Li Bao just want to mosey on together for 4 train cars.
I'm sure it makes sense. I'm sure
It makes sense in my brain.
Yes.
I'm gonna get bit. That's all I can say. He's
By Li Bao.
No, this one. He's worse than Li Bao.
I can't see what's
Look
happening. I
at
have a
his dirty,
over
dirty
everyone.
eyes. Look at that glare. He's not pleased.
He's not.
Oh, I thought that
his
was-
tail is like flicking really, really bad.
Okay, but we want good security in all the cars, and we can most certainly put good security in our 5 cars.
And then he lays down on my knee.
And if our 5 cars are conjoined, we need someone.
With
Well,
our
if we have good security in our 5 cars, we need someone who can watch the video feed.
Healer, I guess?
That could be Leaf's job.
I can make use of like 2 of my, like the 2 named 30 to 50 feral hogs.
Yeah.
Yes,
30 to
yeah.
50
Johnny
All of
also
you
has
watch the
followers,
screen.
just like Jay has Li Bao.
Like,
Johnny has 30 to 40 followers.
Like Ayla is like calls herself the spy master, so she can watch the thing.
Oh, she's very capable. Yes, good idea.
And she's
then-
also a ghost,
She's
so
probably way more helpful, honestly.
so
I'm still telling you, put baby in a car.
That car's gonna be
concerned
on
with the
fire.
idea of actually.
We put the
recruiting
baby
help
in the
with
car,
baby.
and then we put Hudson right next to him, and then all hell breaks loose.
okay. I feel like this is something that Wiley is literally saying to the group right now. Like, I know you were saying it out of character, but the Pepe Sylvia scene with all the post-it notes on the table with all the design, like all the cars, like blueprints down, and Wiley
Meanwhile,
is
we're
just...
all drinking wine, just watching him. Instead of coffee, it's just wine.
Fuck you, I'm literally making a contingency plan.
Okay.
I've never planned for anything in my life in a tabletop game.
And this
Except
is you. This is for you.
This is for me. You're really making me do something I don't know how to do.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay, so here, let me get in character real quick. Ahem. Be rootin', be tootin', be shootin', and by God, be kind. Okay, we're there.
And by God, be gay.
All right. We got a few things to keep in mind here. First of all, if they're gonna want to stop the train, mess with the controls, first train car with the conductor. That's a big point of concern. Second part, number 2, if there is some sort of transmutation that someone wants to do, i.e., big metal snake, that's another contingency. Because more than likely, I don't know jack shit about magic, but if the movies taught me anything, and whatever bullshit Jasper tells me, the ritual would probably have to take place on the train. So that's something to look out for too. Hang on. We'll save our questions till the end after I get done with the contingencies.
Okay.
And the third thing to worry about is the
Jay just slowly lowers lowers
Yeah,
Johnny's hand.
Wani's hand.
Yeah,
Wani.
that's your ship name.
Connie.
Oh God.
The third thing we need to worry about is someone messing with the rails itself. That's another issue. And then the fourth thing, and probably the last biggest concern, is since we're making stops, what if somebody gets on? Because I'm sure a few people might trickle in. All right. Leaf raised their hand first.
I do not know much about trains. Never been on one. But because people buy tickets, get on train, if attack come from in train, don't we have list of people?
People can always put fake names.
You do know that the people who are on this train are people who bought the train, bought tickets, but they are exclusively influencers or investors or government officials that would would be inclined to learn about this train and invest in its future.
Sounds
Okay.
fake.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know shit about any of those names anyway.
So, fuck list. Okay.
You're welcome to it, if that's not private.
It's not. You'll be meeting these people. Like, these are going to be people that are going to be on the train that will be interacting with your cars or interacting with you while on the train. Because obviously, what else are you going to do on a train except talk to people? You know,
Drink.
So the
Murder someone.
The train's manifest is like public. We know everybody that's going to be on
you
it.
guys will know who's going to be on.
Okay, so Du Bois would probably know more people. Jay also knows people because of industry.
Mm.
If y'all want to look at the manifest,
maybe
or
even,
it's not a manifest.
It is a manifest.
I guess it's a manifest.
Booze
And
and
see if there's
booze and schmooze.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
And sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
we can do that for sure. The only other thing that I kind of wanted to bring up is I have this thing where as long as I'm, within access to the sky, I can see things from up there. So maybe when we stop, if I get outside, I can take a look and make sure that there's no one getting on the train that shouldn't be getting on the train.
Well, how would you
From
do that when we don't
Sky?
know what they're gonna look like?
Ever heard of a vibe check?
Have you ever heard of Set of the Divine?
You could also use that for like seeing if people are messing with the tracks ahead of us.
Yeah, I can do that. And if anything is suspected, then I could just look back into the past.
I could also do like my bouncer thing.
Jesse's
I
like,
do,
"Fuck
a
you."
general vibe check of everybody, like being like, Yo,
True.
you cool? Like, I'm pretty good at
I'm
that.
going to bring a lot of my kids so they can just be out and about.
Being kids.
He's trying not to say pester.
What you
He's out and
doing?
about.
Why?
Making friends.
Why?
I have a question, Var. Are the kids able to communicate with you, like, from a distance, or
Like mentally? No.
yeah?
Fuck if
Okay,
I know.
it's a question.
No.
They do not
They
have
can
psychic
they
links.
talk through normal means.
They talk through normal means, but I can.
That makes me think then that Johnny should stay in Johnny's car, so if the kids see something, they'll know where Johnny is.
Make me not do my short term.
Oh, you can do that. I don't care.
I'm joking.
Leaf.
Wasn't it said that apparently word is going round about us and train?
What do you mean?
Like, people know something big happens with train, with us specifically.
The prophecy / fate of this train is not common knowledge. Robbie has concerns that somebody might sabotage the train, but what that looks like, nobody knows except you guys.
Didn't in the coffee shop, the god who lusts for his sister, who I can't recall the name of right now,
Susano.
yeah, didn't he say word is going around about?
That is
word
different.
in the heaven sphere.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
different. That's not common
Okay.
knowledge across like the lay folk.
They just have their eyes on us.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is more like fate. The strings of fate are pinging that something interesting is going to happen on this train. Gods are going to be looking
to catch the hot goss.
Yeah, looking to catch some hot goss when they see it all happen.
Aren't we assuming, whatever happens is going to be related to?
Everything's usually related to that.
Well, I'm just wondering if we should be concerned about people knowing we are defending Train.
Uh,
I
I'm
think
sure
it's
they all
pretty
know it.
clear.
It's gonna be really hard to kind of hide.
I guess. Are you trying to?
Have you seen me?
Are you wondering? I guess is Leaf wondering if maybe the sabotage might not be Titanic in nature, but God in nature?
That's a good question. That's a good point.
I mean, it's some divine. It's someone with power, and
Some
she's
whack
wondering.
shit.
Yeah, if they've heard this prophecy, then whoever they're sending, because I'm sure they're not interacting directly, but I'm sure whoever they're sending knows who they need to be looking out for.
That's assuming that the gods care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's assuming
To
that.
be fair, I can kind of.
I mean, Indra cares about what's happening on this train.
What were you gonna say, Shane?
I was thinking, to be fair, I can kind of just like make myself look like anybody.
Belief can do that too. That's why I'm wondering if we all need to kind of lay low for not.
I can't hide what I am anymore.
Yeah,
Riley really can't either and hasn't been able to be.
Yeah.
well, you'll be up front, so.
I don't try. I just look shifty.
Everyone's like, "Wow, there's a spirit store on the train."
Oh, we actually stopped by one.
And it just merged onto the train. We couldn't control it.
You can do.
I actually
Okay,
picked this up in Vegas.
you can.
North
Say
Vegas.
hide your form amongst the lay folk that are on the train. You can choose to do that. If you choose to solve the problem of this snake train and you're in your form, it will not be associated with you.
Mhm.
Okay?
This is another fair point, yes.
So
Much to think about.
part of this has to be, you have to be participating and doing it in the face that you currently choose to have, that you've kind of stuck with. But you can use your deception to kind of infiltrate, ask people questions. There are multiple points of failure in this situation because you can have the guests could be the people who are sabotaging. There are workers that could have been sabotaging, and like the point said before, it might not be Titanic forces that are coming to sabotage this train, but God forces.
It's just Kronos again.
I mean, Indra certainly is fucking with people on this train. With
What are
the
you talking
intent of-
about? It could be just Kronos. Just every season finale, just Kronos.
It's just Kronos the whole time.
God. Oh, you.
Oh, you scam.
Okay, so
Yes, Shane?
Also, if I'm given an opportunity to like play bouncer, so to speak, I can. I don't use it a whole lot, but I can perfectly recall anything that I've witnessed, like down to the single most minute detail.
Ooh, nice.
having Du Bois near like the boarding would be nice
Oh, to observe the boarding process.
because you can see a lot, but you can remember it.
To remember a lot of faces, a lot of
Then you'd be able to remember if somebody was not there, or
Yeah,
if
and if
somebody
I'm
has
really
changed.
diligent,
It's looking a little
if I'm
funny.
really diligent, I can perfectly memorize everybody's vibe.
It's like a vibe Rolodex.
Hold on, let me check my vibes.
And
I don't know if I have a
me,
vibe that disgusting registered.
Welcome to
And
the
if,
party. Put on this mood ring.
if push does come to shove, though, like in the event something does happen and we are forced into action, I am an incredibly convincing person when it comes to large crowds. I can just kick up the hornet's nest or force people to file into order and rush somewhere else. Like, I can
Good.
be-
That's good to have. Because we also have to protect the people. Okay. So, I have a list of jobs. Just general job titles. Jay,
Wiley points towards his whiteboard.
Yeah.
Just a whiteboard
Birds of you.
manifests.
you're good. People like you. Likeable. if you talk to someone, if you see someone who's kind of shifty, you could probably talk to them and find something out.
Okay.
People
So this
just
is
like you.
so this is kind of like a if I see something, say something kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have the bird's eye view thing going on, which is pretty badass. You're also skilled at combat. Lee Bao, he's pretty good at telling if someone sucks.
Hey, Wiley.
No, he's good at a lot of
Well,
things.
I just does he not think everyone sucks? But
I wasn't finished.
I just wanted to tell you something.
Are you gonna tell me I suck?
Stairs.
You're gonna tell me I suck.
You said it.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
I flick his
Ass.
bell.
Okay.
Wiley rolls his eyes and kind of.
Be nice.
he thinks.
I mean, Riley, you
everyone-
did set yourself up for that.
No,
Okay, maybe so.
Kinda did.
Du Bois. Bouncer. And he can remember shit.
And he's drunk.
And he's drunk.
fucking drunk.
Oh, he
Keep-
said
drunk,
he said
but
he
I'm
should be
not.
fine.
As long as I keep the ring on, I'll be good. But like, I need to stay drunk if I'm gonna fight.
Johnny, you got that fancy surveillance system called your 30 to 50 feral hogs.
It's totally unhackable.
They're people, but they're feral, kind of. Yeah.
Some of them know how to read. Thank you very
Urban endearment.
much.
Leaf,
Yeah, they have a second grade reading.
you're a big empathizer.
sure.
Am I crazy?
Are you sure
Wiley?
about that?
Wiley doesn't know that much about Leaf.
Leaf has
It's
one
like,
presence
what is
in the
Leaf
world.
good at?
What are you good at? I'm sorry. What are you good at?
We're gonna backtrack
I-
on that one.
Leaf is
some
good
reason, in my
at
brain.
non-lethal damage with a knife. I think.
I have a
Leaf.
Just because
our-
I made you cry does not. People don't. But I put people off.
So maybe-
we're trying
never
to
mind.
work on her personable skills.
That could be.
You can try making people cry.
Hey,
This is a lot of people.
that can be your job.
Make people cry. Well, that's I need to do
There's
that.
going to
and
be
that's-
a lot of people filtering in and out of the train, so more people that you can make cry. You know,
Right. If I stab
the-
them.
Let's
Question.
not.
We'll workshop that one. We'll work on it.
Quick question.
somebody can write you a script.
What's up?
Instead of making people cry, why don't you just keep people on edge? Like make things tense. Because if they're already in a tense situation, they're ready for shit to hit the fan. Make this the most anxious 13 hours possible.
Make them as uncomfortable.
Oh god, that sounds
I-
terrible.
That would give us a bad.
I don't think Ravi
Yeah.
wants that. I think Ravi brought you specifically to make party. I can
Not my part
heal,
of
Oh,
the train.
but hopefully
you can
don't
target
get
the
to
drunk
that
people,
point.
and they can cry easier
That's
because
besides
they're
the
more
point.
sympathetic.
Or you're a healer,
Right?
yeah?
Yeah, but hopefully we don't get to that
Contingency
point. But
plan.
No,
Yeah.
but people get sick when they travel, yeah? Especially if they're drinking a lot. Maybe you
There's
can have
more
like,
in the garbage.
nurse's car. And then you can tell them your sister's super sad story, and then people might cry.
And then you know,
Du Bois is
How
like,
would be
yeah, I don't
kind
know
of
what that is.
impressed.
drunk people cry. Lots.
Dumb,
Wiley's
like,
gone
getting
back
rid
to
of
writing on a
alcohol.
whiteboard he bought.
Where did you get that?
Never heard of Walmart?
it's always been there, Jay.
We don't believe in Walmart, where I come from.
I'm poor.
We don't believe in
Hawaii?
Walmart.
Well, Walmart is a
Hawaii?
stain on Hawaii. Yeah, they hate big
You
corporate.
As
don't
most
like
people
Hawaii?
should.
You don't like Amazon? What do you buy?
I like Walmart when I can take stuff from it.
And set it on fire.
I approve of that.
Okay, anyways, we hate Walmart. Fuck the man. Anyways, to sum
The
everything up.
boys?
Firstly, some Walmarts have liquor stores. Those ones are all right. Anyways, second of
Well,
all,
isn't it
leave.
enabling an addiction that can kill people?
Alcohol is
anyways,
problem, not power.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not just
leave.
Walmarts that have alcohol.
Guys, we're crossing wires right now. Are we like we're trying to be Sesame
This is our
Street?
group, damn it!
We're trying to be Sesame Street, but we also need to have a plan.
This
I
is
was
our
about to
fucking
get there.
group. This is how we work, Jesse.
you said you were like a healer, right?
Yes. Sometimes I've never, but I mean
You've
I
never
know.
seen it.
We've never seen it happen, actually. So
Is this like a wounds healer, or is this like a hair of the dog kind of healer?
What?
What the fuck kind of dog hair do you use to heal something?
I feel like I'm speaking a different language to these people. Anyways, what I'm
I already
meaning
said
is
it. I'm
like,
poor.
What? So I mean, like, if somebody were
Class
hanging out
differences.
in like our place and they were like really getting sick because they drank too much alcohol, or like maybe they just weren't feeling well in general, could we send them to you to make them feel better, or would this be like I bumped my head and it's bleeding now, kind of healing?
Both?
both.
That could be very useful.
I could probably also keep someone from death, but also maybe not. Hell, and I complicate. It's yeah.
Sure. Let's go with yes. We'll
Go with-
workshop it later.
Do you mind if I ask how you do it? Is there like is it just like you like heal, or is it like
Is it a woo-woo heal? Or is it like a lay on hands?
does it like come from you, or do you have like some sort of like artifact like my
She'll
Sounds
hold
good,
up
yeah.
ghost hand and dead hand, healing hand.
yo he goes like a high five, but like he does it with the wrong hand, so like the ghost hand would be the one to high five, and then he like
Oh, okay. And then it howls once you go through it.
he's like, yeah, sorry.
No, I feel nothing. It's
So you heal with a dead hand.
No.
No,
This
this
is
is-
death.
dead. This is dead hand. This hand heal.
Oh. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, this hand has the purview of death. This hand, when it's holding the knife, has the purview of health.
We don't talk about the knife.
Yo, wait. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay,
Alright.
Wiley, do you have any more?
Contingencies.
I was just gonna sum up Wiley's bullshit.
All right,
Okay, my
sum it up.
bullshit.
Sum it up.
Because I have stupid bush brain.
Bush brain.
Basically,
Bush brain?
mush brain.
Okay,
Baby.
Step
Like-
on grape brain.
like
Um,
potato, like mashed potato.
No, it's more like you're using stinky feet to mash up grapes for wine. That's my brain. Anyways. Jesse's like, write that down. Basically what I'm saying is we're gonna monitor our train cars. Jay and Lee Bao can stay together for their 4. You're not limited to those, of course.
Obviously,
It's
we
just
will
kind of
be
like-
exploring a little bit. It's just
We will be exploring. It's just kind of like your main territory, but you're welcome to explore.
It's our zone.
Use your special
Auto
shit
zone.
to enhance
I know
your
I choked on it anyway.
your bullshit.
yeah. You
Yes.
use your special shit to enhance your bullshit. Got it.
Sure.
Make them
Yes.
skill checks work, baby. And on his trip to Walmart, Wiley invested in some walkie-talkies.
Nice.
Because how else? Because we may go through areas where self-service doesn't fucking work.
I mean, I can send messages. I don't think.
Okay,
As
yeah,
soon-
but the rest
as
of
soon-
everybody can't.
Well,
as soon
no,
as
I'm
Johnny
just
gets
saying.
the walkie-talkie, he just keeps clicking like it on, so it's just you all hear static several times in a row.
You know,
I don't know how much of this needs to be under radar, especially since one or two of you need to die eventually.
We're working that.
Security's gonna be at any big event anyway.
okay, so we're gonna use these, he presses the button once. Walkie-talkies? Are you sure you don't want to use some sort of kind of, headset? Or... I'm pretty sure Robbie probably has some sort of, like, Wi-Fi attached to the train.
Well, Jay, he spent his money on it, so
I think it's fair that we use the walkie-talkies.
We should probably
Back
have code
plug,
names then.
Because if the Wi-Fi goes down,
Code names.
we don't
Can I
need
plug
code
in,
name.
Like,
Why not?
Like
Code.
most walkie-talkies have like the.
we'll just
3
call Wiley
millimeter
by his
jack on it,
by
right?
his just normal name. We just say Atticus.
Can I use earbuds? All right.
No. They're gonna know who the hell we are.
Was etiquette?
I mean, not unless we
Did I
use
miss
really
something?
funny names about each other. I mean...
Okay, look. At most, this is Taylor speaking. Hello. Thanks for coming aboard
Hello.
today. At most, there are like security codes. So like at places that use walkie-talkies, like when I worked at the zoo, like a code blue meant a health emergency. Like a code black meant that an animal is like a venomous animal escaped or something.
Code yellow. There's a terrorist in the.
Code no.
Sorry.
Code fuck.
Yes.
There's a terrorist
Okay.
attack happening at the back
I
of the
thought you,
train.
when
Like
you said code yellow, I thought you were gonna say somebody pissed in the fruit punch.
Ooh.
that too.
That's what Du
Boys.
Bois would say, yeah.
So we could theoretically, not like we're going to play it out, but we could say
Code.
like
Problems.
we have a code. Because if you go over a walkie-talkie in a loaded train and say, "Hey, we're about to hit the ozone layer. Should we?"
Exosphere is smelling awful.
Johnny just set all line in train 7 on fire, and I
Fire
think
Scorpion,
we might have an issue.
come in.
Hey, there's a fucking. I think we're a snake.
Is that
Like,
a snake?
if someone went over the intercom and was like, "Hey, someone's getting stabbed on this train car," like that would cause mass panic and make
Wait,
the
is
situation
healing
worse.
that question mark?
So theoretically, if there is some sort of code established,
I will make you do a code.
I can do it. I'll have it ready.
Yeah.
This is working. God damn it!
I just
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to think about everything that could go wrong.
I know. I feel like we've honestly planned as much as we
We
can.
planned as much
because
as you
to
can.
let things
We're
go
just
wrong.
bullshitting things right now.
Yes.
Because we don't know
Serious
what the
about the
threat
code.
is. Yeah, but we just like don't know what the threat is, so it's like
Yeah.
we're
You
just
know
gonna be
that
honest.
We need to go through the
Hours.
investigation phase,
We have to do the investigation phase, and that won't happen until you step on the train.
which we need to step on the train, otherwise someone's gonna get her short-term deed done.
Hey, how'd you know that?
No, my short-term deed is make sure the train leaves the station. Is that your short-term deed?
No.
You
My
played yourself.
short term is
I
to
said
see
Mine's
the
to
fun
fun.
in
get
the
drunk.
train.
Been done from minute 1.
Mine was to talk to
I-
new scions,
Let's
and look, he's right there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Here's the thing. Yes, there is stuff about this adventure that's going to involve you getting on the train and having to do a little investigation in order to be able to start.
Okay.
So, you guys have done a lot of good planning. Even just splitting up where everybody's going to be is
Thank you.
is stuff that I'm going to keep in mind for when shit goes down. Maybe the difficulty or the complications will be lessened because of the Pepe Sylvia planning that you've done. Okay. So what we'll presume that you created such a great plan.
It would be great if I wasn't dying.
And the way that we can figure that out is by rolling a leadership roll.
I'm good at that.
I am too.
I'm
This ain't
okay
your
with that.
plan.
Hmm?
This is my plan.
Then
Do
roll
you have leadership?
Fuck no.
So Wiley,
then. Well, now.
Fucking.
you are going to need to use probably your cunning
And your leadership.
and your leadership to.
Can Johnny and Jay and maybe the boys help?
Hey, there's momentum we haven't used.
There is momentum we haven't
Oh
used.
yeah, you're right. We should probably use that in the next like 30 or so minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
You mean the next 27 minutes?
Would you consider this to be organized chaos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything I do, Shane, is organized chaos.
That's my specialty.
So we can. So whoever has
Literally everything I do.
So we're talking about a leadership role, right? Basically, we can only every success that you get up to 3 will add extra die. It will be enhancement bonus to Wiley's role.
Let's
So
hope
who has the best out of the 3 folks here?
I have 5 cunning and 4 inspiration.
Leadership?
Leadership, and then I have an inspiration thing if we ever need it.
I only have 3 cunning and 5 leadership.
I have 3 and 3, but the specialty in organized chaos. But I don't think that works.
I think out of all the people, Johnny has the best role.
Cool. Leadership plus cunning. 2.
So you got 2 enhancement bonus to your roll for leader to make this plan. Whatever you roll will be bonuses that will affect the entire train adventure because you created such a solid plan. Roll me your cunning and leadership. And you can spend momentum.
Do it. Spend at least half so we can use half in the next scene.
For my cunning and leadership, and then I use the momentum. How much of it? 3? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I roll that after?
Yeah, roll it after.
Wait.
No, you already said you're going to roll it, so you got to roll it.
No, I know. I was just like...
You're like, hell yeah.
Four successes.
Can we get a 6 in here?
Plus the 2 enhancements. So you have 6 successes. This is how solid your plan is.
Hell yeah.
Okay?
No, only
Now-
we can get that good of a plan for killing.
So my question is, would you like to use your successes for up to 3, right? To either provide enhancements towards any role that you're making on the train to protect the train.
Mm-hmm.
Complications to anybody who is attempting to sabotage the train. Or increase the difficulty for anybody who is attempting to sabotage the train.
Ooh, I don't know. Because, like, whoever is trying to sabotage the train is going to have pretty good stats, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't it be more beneficial to boost my own or our own successes?
It's up to you, dude.
Up to you. It's your plan.
God, I'm trying to think statistically, like, but I don't know their stats.
The plus 3 enhancements would be auto successes.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with that.
Okay.
That's pretty sexy.
Okay.
Cool. Sealing our fate.
Hey.
Okay. So you guys will have, once you're on this train, you'll have a plus 3 enhancement towards protecting the train, thanks to your solid ass plan that Wiley has come up with. And yes, at 6 successes, you guys should absolutely come up with some code names.
Heart knows.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get numbers and then we're gonna name kids.
It's like, been there, done that. Currently doing that.
We could just
I
go
can't remember the rest of the bit,
we could
but
just go full Reservoir Dogs and just go different colors.
I mean, we
We
already
could.
all have different colors.
Right?
Is Du Bois purple?
That's what I'm imagining.
You better be.
Now he is.
Good.
Sure.
How
That's like
purple are you?
Dionysus color, like
what
grapes.
fucking color am I?
wine.
What? I have a color?
Black.
Leaf is.
Okay.
I was
I
gonna
was
say
okay.
maroon, but
I was gonna
purple
say
works.
orange.
I was gonna say orange too.
because they're wearing the orange
Yeah, it's just
sweater.
because the sweater.
Oh no, I was talking about Du Bois. My bad.
Mhm.
What's your primary color that you wear? What's your
Well, it
Metopia
needs to-
color? God.
It needs to go soon because apparently it's June and I have left Iceland for disgusting places like Hawaii.
I don't care. Your Metopia character color is orange.
Orange.
I've already made it so.
Jay is like teal, even though I
Yes.
hate teal.
Oh,
What?
You know why?
I'm a little upset by that. Not gonna lie.
We're all
I
a little
can't
upset.
fucking see teal.
You blind.
Oh,
I'm not mad at you,
oh,
Shane.
no. Oh no.
All right, I'm
I'm
over it.
sorry.
I'm over
I've
it.
been over this so many times.
I'm over it.
I didn't.
It's
know.
either green or it's blue. There's no
Jesse's so tired. Okay, so we have a plan. We have code names, and we step on the train. Du Bois is at the entrance, ready to catalog every single face that gets on this train, even before the workers get on this train. Du Bois is there. He's before Ravi gets on the train. Du Bois is there, watching every single person who gets on this train.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have Scent of the Divine?
What?
Do you have Scent of the Divine?
That
No,
would
I do
help.
not.
Well,
Keep-
you're gonna
keep
have
ahead
to
of it.
focus real hard. You're gonna have to make a few perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
Which we don't have an actual traditional perception check. It's gonna have to be a.
I would say
I was just gonna do like a persistent vibe check. Was what I was gonna go for. Like not like looking for specifically divine people, but just seeing in general for people that are like kind of sus. You know.
Okay.
I would say that's a cunning and occult because you're trying to like
Cunning
figure
and
out the
occult will
veil.
be the scent, but if you're doing a consistent vibe check, then you're going to have to do a resilience plus an empathy. So it would have to probably be either composure or resolve.
Composure. Where are those at? Okay, I can wait. So should I do composure, empathy?
If you do composure empathy, that means that you're talking to people as they're coming. Sort of like, hey, how's it
Yeah,
going?
well, yeah,
Welcome.
I'm doing the bouncer thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be doing the bouncer thing.
Yeah.
Chilling by the front, like getting a feel for people. So, do you want me to just go ahead and roll that, or are we doing that later?
No, roll it.
Okay. Do I get any bonus for it being vibe check, which is my specialty?
You get an enhancement 1, which means an auto success.
well, is this protecting the train?
It
in some
is.
sort of way?
Yeah, so you'll be maxing out, capping out on your enhancement. So
I had so many. That was a roll of like 9. And then I only got 2.
But technically, you got 6 because you got 2 plus 4.
Yeah, I'm just surprised. I thought it was gonna be more.
We'll take it.
This is a cap at 3. So 3, you cap at 3 enhancement. So it's a 5.
5.
So it's 5 successes.
5.
As you have a conversation with people, sort of like, hey, welcome, you know, hi, how you doing? How you doing?
Milady.
How you doing? How are you? You know, just going through the people as they're coming through. You'll again see influencers. We're talking like Instagram influencers here because they're trying to get all the nice, cool photos to kind of gush about the beauty of taking this high-speed rail. You'll see investors, people who also look like they smell of money, sort of like Ravi, kind of more like Ravi's people. And you'll see government officials and things of that nature. As far as the vibe check is concerned, you have this feeling when you're seeing like the influencers come in, they're excited because they're gonna fucking
They think.
you know, that's gonna happen, and that's the kind of vibe that you're getting from your traditional influencers and stuff like that. As far as the investors, there is a nervous energy because of the fact that they want it to be successful.
Because their wallets are on the line.
Because their wallets are on the line, or potentially they could be seeing while it's increasing, you know, like later on if they choose to early invest and stuff stonks, right?
Yeah.
So there's that kind of nervous energy. When it comes to like the government officials and stuff like that, it's kind of weird. You feel like perhaps maybe there is a desire to see this fail.
It's just normal.
Now, that can mean a lot of things, right? Because of the nature of this train is being made specifically to promote clean travel, clean energy, and to create a new mass transit system. Which
that definitely sounds like something that government officials would not be down with.
They might not be down to clown necessarily with this thing. Okay. But, you know, so that could be one way of thinking about it. Ted Cruz, that could be one way of thinking about it. But there is this desire to maybe see this not succeed. But you cannot pinpoint the exact reason. Just like this desire for failure.
And is there anybody in particular from any of the groups really? But I'll be paying extra close attention to those government officials that like extra fishy characters amongst that group.
You won't be able to get their name right away, but you will remember them.
Yeah, like could you get me like physical descriptions of the weirdos, you know?
They're not weirdos, they're completely normal folk. But yes, I can get you those descriptions, but you will be able to identify. I'm giving you basically the vibe of what to be investigating once we start moving. Right?
And I'll be regularly filling people in on general information whenever numbers die down. So other people
So that's
you guys will all know government officials kind of fishy.
So that's the vibe, right? Excited influencers, nervous energy investors, pessimistic government officials. Stinky. As far as workers are concerned, you get the general vibe that they are loyal to the cause, specifically Robbie's cause. Whether or not they are titanic in nature or like people who are Titan spawn or scions or just regular mortals or followers, you cannot discern it because it all smells Deva.
Yeah, and honestly, Du Bois wouldn't really care too much either way.
Right. But yeah,
like,
so that is...
They're people, they're chill, they're working with us, they're friends.
So that is currently what is there. Okay, so that's kind of giving you that idea. You may learn more once the train starts or when you reach your first station. When you reach your first station, which I have our stops too. We start at Los Angeles. We're going to Omaha. Nebraska.
Nobody cared.
Philly. And then New York.
Oh, that's a lot less stops than I thought.
Yeah.
Less stops. There would be more stops along the way. And if you look at the map that I posted in the Immortal Odyssey, you'll see where those stops are. But those are the specific stops that this train is going to be stopping at.
Those are the ones that Jesse has planned.
Yes. But you don't know that. As characters.
As characters now.
Because, you know, it just so happens to be four stops, right? You know? Yeah. And this arc is supposed to end in 4 sessions, so golly gee, there you go. So that is kind of where you are leaving off at. I would like us to end here with the train finally going. With the train finally going. What happened?
I'm not gonna get my
What was your long-term deed? What was your short-term?
My short-term was visit the funny carts.
Well, I was going to say well, hold on. I was going to get to that. When we do our outro, right? I want you to say who you are, who you played, what does your car look like that you definitely, as we montage as our characters are going through these cars, so you can get your short term. Okay?
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
So tell me what your car looks like. And what your favorite part of the game is, that of the session was, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody get that? So who you are, who you played, what your train car looks like, and favorite part of the game. Okay?
Mhm.
So let's start over with the Pepe Sylvia of the group, Tabler.
Hey guys, I'm Taylor. I played Wiley, and I Pepe Sylvia the shit out of this episode.
I know we kind of got. Whenever it's a planning session, it tends to get very wild too. So it's very funny.
That's usually my fault.
Yes.
That's my forte. I'm not a planner in tabletop games because my plans usually don't work anyway. But hopefully this one does work. I sure hope it does. I have to fake my death somehow.
If not, a giant snake will destroy a city.
Really?
Probably.
I mean,
The big one.
Legend
Haha.
is legend, so it's like, is any publicity actually bad?
No.
Yeah,
Big brain.
because Wiley fucking owes Ravi, and he likes Ravi. Anyways.
You're gonna make Robbie mad anyway.
Lame.
What is
Don't
your
say that.
what does your train look like?
So Wiley's train car, the seats are upholstered with the nice like, so you know the patterns on like traditional like Western blankets, like you got the teals, the oranges, like the nice colors.
You mean the teals that you can't see?
Oh my god, you're right.
Your whole life's a
Oh my God.
lie.
Everyone tells me it's teal, so I just say it is. It's blue. It's blue to be okay.
I'm gonna make Taylor really mad in about 2 seconds.
Is it a resting car? Is it a car meant for rest? Is it a car meant for?
It's got like card games and board games in it.
Gaming room.
It's a gaming room.
Like,
where you can
because
play.
I was thinking about what
Oh,
you
you
would
got
do
the
at a
tables
saloon.
with the edges so
And
that
I
the
was
cards don't
thinking-
go flying off the table.
Exactly.
You get-
And like it's got like the good shelf stocked, like it's a cabinet, so you have to like open and close it so like the shit doesn't go everywhere just in case. Because I was thinking like what do you do in saloons? You play cards and drink. There's a drinking car over there, so why not have the gaming car? Because I would like that.
That'd be cool.
But it's like really nice, like weathered wood. It's sturdy, of course, but it's like made to look like rusticy. There's some like nice like Western paintings on the walls, like some furs. Nothing too crazy.
This is how we teach Johnny how to play poker.
Yes.
This is
And then he has a great poker face. You know, naturally.
yeah. Whenever I look at him, I get a migraine. What was your favorite part, Taylor?
I think my favorite part is how long you let me talk myself in circles.
Mm-hmm. You like that?
It's me.
If you liked it, then I will let you do that more. I mean,
No, don't. I'm kidding. I'm being facetious. I don't know when I'm talking like that. I'm doing it right now, probably.
But do you like it?
No.
Okay. I'll keep
But
that.
I can't take my medicine that late in the day.
I'll keep that in mind in the future. I'll keep that in mind in the future.
It's okay. But I got the stupid. Got a little poo brain.
Julian?
Hi. It's okay. We all have poo brain sometimes, me included. Hi, I'm Julian, and I have played Jay. We already kind of know what Jay's car looks like, I feel. It's a
There's some details that we didn't mention.
there are outside of the traditional Chinese aesthetic, which my I'm sure my father would love to have, there is a modern flair to it. Probably one of the most interesting parts about the bar is that there are themed drinks, one for each of our party members. It's an additional boost of interest to each pantheon where everyone kind of comes from. It's kind of like a forward worship, yay! Paying it forward for everybody to get some more legend in that regard. My favorite part, the Pepe Sylvia thing was pretty funny. I was just kind of just sitting along. I was just sitting along for the ride. So I hope that everyone else enjoyed it too. That was watching in the audience. So that's it. You can find me on Guild of the Phoenix on Sundays and Thursdays for either a Strahd campaign or a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle / Cyberpunk Red campaign. Yeah.
I imagine, and I'm saying this for Johnny specifically because I want it to seem like Johnny is going through each of these cars, but when Johnny probably drinks his first one, like his drink, it's Johnny's drink, and I guarantee you it's gotta be Fireball.
Well, yeah, it's the Cinnamon Toast
yeah.
Fireball,
It-
which has a shot, you know?
Do you set it
He
on?
needs this water so you can hydrate and cry more.
Do you set it on fire though? Like, is it one of those shots that you have to set on fire?
No, but he can set it on fire if he wants to show off and then just drink the fire.
You should.
He should, which is what he does
Yeah.
as he goes to the next
He
train.
makes direct eye contact with like some stoic looking person at the bar, and then he just lights the thing on fire and just drinks the fire.
I was gonna say you have to do it with an influencer so they can be like live streaming it or something or getting a photo.
I mean, sure,
TikTok.
anything can happen.
As Johnny goes to the next train, let's go over to well, technically the next train would probably be Du Bois. I know I usually do my guest last, but like Shane.
So I am Shane. I played Du Bois. My cart looks like you walked into an Astro Skate. So like the walls are like this weird like.
Oh yeah.
I like to imagine
Johnny
Johnny's
just
like
stops. Johnny just stops and was like,
So
He like touches his face to make sure his eye patch is
Where in
on.
the 9 realms am I?
So like the walls are like this. They're mostly black, but they've got like this purple like almost like nebula or galaxy design to them with stars that are actually lights that change color based on the music.
to the moon.
And
You really are
the
going to
floor
space.
is all
Go
just
fucking
it
space.
looks like tile, but whenever you step on it, the tile you stepped on lights up bright white. And so it's like a dance floor. There's no
Yard.
countertops outside of like on the far side of the place, and like the corner just in front of where the door to the next cart would be, and that there's a little tiny stage that has enough room for a single drum set and a mic that is labeled "Da Party Animals"
the part.
on the on the drums, with like a little tiny step so that anybody can get up there and do it. But there's very specifically like no countertops. There are some seats that are up against the walls of the train, but no countertops, so people have to like stand and dance unless they want to sit down, and there's very limited seating.
And you know, if there's a crash, everyone's gonna go fly.
Oh well,
That's a
the
problem
price
for
you
future
pay
then.
for aesthetics.
There's no safety bars. There's
We
nothing.
should be crashing.
Mm-hmm.
As Johnny takes a step on each of the light up
Yeah, that's what I
the
was gonna
light up
say.
fucking tiles.
Just
Just
does that back and forth for like 20 minutes.
He just teeters on each one.
This is awesome. And we go over to our next train. Andromeda.
I think Leaf is probably the last train on the car. She was like, yeah, as far away from the loudness and the chaos and the drunk people as possible, and the noise.
Well, it sucks because your car was the next one after the boys.
Screams into the abyss.
Honestly, Leaf should probably be in the middle so we have access to a healer. But anyways,
Why the healing car is just a nurse station.
We just backtrack and then Johnny gets another shot on the way out.
Stop drinking.
So it's
He's
it's a nurse's car.
I mean, I feel like that goes against Hell's thing, though.
You can design it however you want. So it
Well,
could either
what would it be with Hell's thing, Andromeda? I don't think anybody would like a go die car.
It's just
It's
the
a morph.
floor. The floor is open, and you just land on the rails and just die instantly.
It's also 40 degrees colder there than everywhere else.
Oh my god.
Well, I was gonna say she probably asked Jay for his help after he kind of got kicked away from his own car. It was like, if you have a moment, because he does art, so she would have him kind of do like a Norse mural kind of on the walls of her car. So lots of like lines, very much abstract. And I think on like one side it's supposed to be a representation of life, and then the other side is death, and then they kind of meet in the very back of the car on the end, which doesn't have a door, which is another reason I low-key wanted to know. And I think everything in the car is built for two, like the double seats, kind of like on school buses and shit too. Like I think it's a very, very much just calm and quiet place.
Chill.
Lots of black. Maybe take a nap back there once you get drunk and you need to go pass out.
That's the plan. Send them all there.
What did you roll? What the fuck did you roll for?
I wanted to roll because I didn't roll all night. I wanted to see how I could roll into an artistry check.
Roll to see if you figure out her sister's name by the time she's done explaining all of this.
No, that's another.
If Jay is the one that's creating the artwork for it, he can put whatever meaning is in the art. So whatever meaning you want to convey, he can convey it in the art.
That's why she. Another reason why she grabbed him.
I can also do a thing. I can do heartfelt expression.
This is like a weird outro, but it's fine.
It is a weird outro. I'm sorry. Your emotions overflow into the souls of your audience. When you create a work of art, you can instill within your current emotional state or the personal feelings that inspired it. Any affected character that witnesses the performance or artwork is deeply affected, raising their attitude by 1 point.
So do you want to whenever people look at when you make people look at the artwork, they start crying?
No. Well, they get +1 attitude towards Leaf and her plight, I think.
Oh, okay. So then they'll be like, oh, this sad thing that happened to Leaf, and now Leaf is going to tell me the details of the sad thing, and then I'm more inclined to cry.
Yeah, because like sometimes
I thought it was going to be chill vibes caboose. Sad vibes caboose.
No,
yeah,
it's gonna be I imagine that Jay would probably do the Norse style artwork. I mean, he's done Greek style artwork for the Amazons. So he could probably illustrate like some sort of like version of your guys' story. So then when people see the artwork, they're like, "Oh, what's this? It's really well done." Oh, I'm sad.
Johnny, is it sad?
Oh God. Johnny, do you shed a tear for my
Johnny,
sister?
is it sad? Johnny is drunk.
Johnny, do you shed a tear?
Johnny is inebriated.
Johnny's sad that he didn't get the sister.
Okay, Hell.
Johnny just stares at the mural, feels bad.
Man,
like,
bad vibes. I'm gonna go to my car.
I'm already stressed enough as it is. I have to plan 2 deaths.
And then Johnny decides to say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to my car. Var, do your outro.
Go to my car. Hi, I'm Var. I played Johnny. His car. I was so conflicted because, you know, his 2 fates are very conflicting. So I think entering his car would be a little weird because at first there are like these velvet red curtains, and then going past that, it's just a really chill room. there is a mural of basically Vanaheim, like about in the distant. There's like lush green fields in the distant background. There are mountains, and there is some sort of an allusion to some sort of chained wolf. Because my heart goes out for that poor dog.
Who's technically your brother?
My brother, of course, yes. And the room itself is pretty bare, except for it's just a vibe room. You go down, you sit on a beanbag, and you relax. There's like speakers with different types of music.
Okay.
And there is literally this mounted fucking what the fuck do you call it? No.
A deer?
The thing that plays music, retro.
Stereo?
Jukebox?
Gramophone?
Yes, jukebox. Sorry, head empty.
We got a jukebox.
We got a jukebox mounted to the wall. You can get different themes, and if you do the different themes, the lighting of the room changes.
Oh.
So, and we have a funny illusion going on with the walls, so then it turns into like a carnival. Because I can.
Because yes, you can. So that's cool. We got two vibe rooms.
This vibe room has toys to play with.
One we got two vibe rooms, one to cry in and one to just kind of chill in. We have a dance floor, we have a bar, and we have a game room. I imagine it's probably like Johnny, Wiley, Jay, Du Bois, Leaf. That's how I imagine it. As far as the order is concerned.
Why does this feel like the youth club on a cruise ship?
Because it is.
I'm just imagining that that's the order that it's in. It might be later. We might change it.
Well, I just
With
I
7
just
others
wanted
sprinkled
to
in
play
there
with
somewhere.
the duality of fate.
It is good. No, they're all good. They're all good rooms. I forgot. What was your favorite part, Var?
Fuck. I liked just seeing Du Bois walk down the fucking hall in all of his glory, but I also like Wiley going apeshit, Pepe Silvio just scribbling on the board, erasing and scribbling.
Taylor's sticky
People are
notes,
still
man.
talking, more scribbling.
And Shane, you never said what your favorite part was.
My favorite part was Liebel walking up to their family who had like this very specific plan, and them just picking up and be like, okay, now here's what we're really doing. And just like completely changing everything, and then going with the workers to the store to make sure it happened.
Yeah, way to go, Jay.
Jay does that.
Oh,
Going
Oh wait,
Supervising.
it was Jay, not Liebel.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Liebel.
Liebel was
Liebel.
probably there
He was
because he
probably
doesn't
there.
leave him
Liebel was
alone.
probably
buddy.
there. My favorite part was when Liebel tried to tell Wiley he sucked.
That was funny.
It was kind of funny. I'm sorry.
it was really good.
Bad tiger
Leaf
boy.
would have laughed at that.
Just like, hey Wiley.
Hey, Wiley.
Bitch.
Hey, Wiley. It was like, wait, unblock me, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, bitch, blocked. It's like, wait, no, unblock me. I have to tell you something. It's like,
Wait.
unblocked, bitch.
You know what other meme that they're like? It's like, hey, what's your name? Fuck you, like fuck you, George, or whatever the name, like whatever the names is they throw around. I don't know. If
Oh
you guys
yeah,
know what
fuck
that
you, George.
Yeah.
The one who's on the roof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck your mom.
is. What's your name?
And my name is Jesse. I was the storyteller of this game. I ran the game. I made the things happen. And I'm going to continue to make these things happen. We will not be playing next week, and we will not be playing the week after that. We're going on a 2-week break because of Memorial Day, and I have school stuff I need to do. So that's just kind of how it be sometime. But right when we go back into the game, we're going to go week after week after week, and we're going to get this train adventure done, and it's going to be fun. I promise you. I promise. This was just a lot of setup, and we're going to get right into it. So my favorite.
Now we have 2 weeks to actually polish the plan.
My
Like that's gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. But that requires forethought, which I don't think we usually use in this game.
No,
So,
No.
and I think that's what
I'm incapable.
I think that's what makes our
Me and Taylor already figured out how it's gonna happen.
I think that's what makes
Everything.
our game so great is that we do not have a lot of forethought. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Please give us a follow, please give us a sub, and we'll see you guys next time. So bye bye everybody.